Learning the curse. Learning the curse.
Welcome to the classroom, motherfuckers. This is Learning the Curse with Adam and Chuck.
And we're back.
We are back. This is Learning to Curse with Adam and Chuck.
And we're front.
And I'm not Adam.
And I am not Chuck.
And
we will continue to this to the last episode. We were just discussing this. We will continue to this whole shtick until the last episode ever.
we will. We are going to have like different variations of it every fucking time. Because first
we
off,
can.
I can't. My memory's like you know how some people have a memory of like a steel trap? Mine's like a wicker basket.
Like a colander?
Yeah. No, it's like those...
Whole lot of drainage.
It's crab traps. So
Crab
I'll
traps.
get a crab of a memory, but it's not...
You might get the thick
But
shit.
that crab could get out.
The stuff with the most mass.
But, so what are we talking about today?
You get the
Today-
stuff that wants to stay.
Yeah, that's true.
Because if it wants to leave,
You know,
it can
honestly,
leave.
I think it all goes in there, and I'm selective about what I care.
So you have a memory of the memories
I
that
just
leave?
said remember.
So if the memories leave, you can have a memory of the memory being there?
Yeah.
I don't know. We can make a whole episode on that.
I just thought I needed to correct myself for saying remember. Like I said it wrong. And I'm like, no, that's how you say remember. Because I'm a fucking idiot right now.
I don't know if it has to do with age. Like the Howard the Duck thing I said recently on another episode. I'm all, why do I want to say Howard the Duck? Because it is fucking Howard the Duck.
Howard the Duck, yeah.
I don't know if it's age
I
or
was
what,
thinking
but I'm
that
doing
too,
that
like,
a lot lately.
After listening to it, I was like, because I had forgot all about that.
Yeah.
And in my head, I'm thinking, because it fucking is.
Because it is,
And then
goddammit.
you're like, it is Howard the Duck, yeah. But so today we're going to talk about nurture versus nature.
Nature versus nurture.
And
I do that a lot. If you didn't catch that on the Superhuman
We're
Fools, I did flip with a lot of things
Yeah.
backwards intentionally.
We're also going to do part of this about, so it's going to be about nature versus nurture
Mm-hmm.
and Jim Baker versus Jim Jones.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, I see where we're going here. we're slipping a little of that shit.
Or Jim Morrison.
And Jim Morrison, too.
Jim Morrison and
the
Jim
Lizard,
Jones?
The Lizard King.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Lizard King and, yeah.
Ooh.
And
so
that other guy.
I'm going to talk about our beverage real quick.
Turd hats.
Turd hats, yes. I brought it, I was bringing
That
it.
too comes with age. I misread
Oh my
it as
god,
turd
it
hats.
smells so fucking good.
It does.
So this is just going back to episode 1?
Vaughn?
Yeah.
With
Only
what?
it's a different.
This is different. I've
It's a
never had
different-
two hats.
Me either. But it's another pineapple beer,
It's beautiful. It is.
and it smells so good.
And we're jumping on the Pineapple Express.
Hell yeah, no.
No?
I wouldn't do anything. I would just giggle for like 20 minutes and forget how to say remember.
Listen. No, I know, right? Two hats. This is pretty cool. So they have a card on it. It's like a card, playing card.
It's a playing card.
It's in the sign. It's like the suit is a hat. And it's the two.
I will give it one thing. That is not blatant false advertisement there.
It's not.
It is a crisp, light beer.
It's
So
very crisp.
It was very refreshing. This is
It makes me think of CRISPR, which
basically
we should talk about
it's,
sometime.
it's called Two Hats, and that's it. It's a natural pineapple with a hint of natural pineapple flavor, which honestly,
And you can
I
put it
actually-
in one cup. Get it?
Yes.
Two hats, one cup.
oh good god! But it doesn't taste like shit.
Turd hats.
Turd hats.
It's coming full circle. Just like our topic today. We're traditionally, we're almost 4 minutes into this with the intro. It's going to be even longer. And we haven't said shit. We said a lot of shit.
I said shit.
I said turds.
Yeah.
Turd hats.
Oh good.
But no, this kind of goes with our topic because we can go around in fucking circles after circles after circles when it comes to nature versus nurture.
Before we get into nurture versus
Yes.
nature, I want to say, so at
Inertia.
the beginning of this episode, you heard the advertisement for Color Me Dead podcast.
Dun dun dun.
So those ladies, the gory gals, are freaking awesome.
They are.
Their podcast is amazing. And
It's too bad it's going to be weeks before they hear this episode where we're
right, but
we're so far ahead.
We'll play them. We'll play them some snippets,
Yes.
or at least this snippet, because they're actually we're talking to them. We're gonna have an episode together.
We need a snippet person,
Right,
Because I mean,
wait, ow, no,
not a Lorena
I
Bobbitt.
meant like a fucking rabbi.
No.
A snippet person?
Snippet.
Get your little cigar
I'm
snipper.
gonna perform the snippets on you, okay? I'm a snippowitz.
Snippowitz. Oh, good God.
Oh no,
That's a horrible name.
But we need somebody that's actually gonna want to go through all the episodes and find like the good shits and make snippets.
Hey, do you think Snippowitz's favorite beverage is Slice?
Slice, nice. Or no, what was it? That's Brisk, baby.
Oh yeah, it was Brisk. Oh God, we're horrible people, and I love it.
It's full circles again.
But that's, I think, another again, just bringing it back to Color Me Dead. Yeah. Jesus, I shouldn't smoke pot before we do it.
Right? He didn't say that. He did.
Yeah, I did say that. I said it correctly. Because they're horrible people, and I love it too.
Who's horrible?
No, have you heard?
I'm kidding.
You've heard
kidding.
them.
Yeah,
You've
they're
heard
awesome.
their foul mouths. It's fantastic.
Them ranch hands.
Right? Yeah, that's true. But yeah, so that's gonna be cool. So thumbs up to you, gory gals. Mm-hmm. Much appreciation, much love.
We're gonna be spreading ourselves around, like
Don't
spreading
be gross.
the curse.
Don't
We're
be
gonna
gross.
I'm rubbernecking right
You
now.
are
too.
rubbernecking.
Because I mean, we're gonna probably do something with the Final Boys or
We
something.
are. We've been talking
Those guys
about
are
that.
pretty cool, too.
It's just about logistics and getting time for us all to have time together. But that's cool. That's cool.
We're getting more sophisticated here. We got the
are.
videowits.
The videowits.
Yeah, it's kind of like the snippowits.
The snippets.
But yeah, we're gonna do some shit.
Duocta videowits.
Yeah, they can see us on video. I mean, you guys won't see the video, but we'll see them so we can interact well and all
Yeah.
that shit. Yes.
So yeah, nurture versus nature.
Nature versus nurture.
What are your thoughts?
What came first, the chicken or the egg?
Well, the egg came first.
From a different species.
From a different species. Yeah, that's how.
So you don't have a
That's how
prototype-
speciation works.
You have a prototype species and it lays an egg.
What it is that last creature laid an egg,
That created something new.
and the mutation is in that new developing embryo.
And when the mutation is favored, new
it
species.
gets angry and pops out another toe,
Yes.
as per our previous superhuman episode.
Uber humans. But so yeah, nature versus nurture, and then also I mean we can get into epigenetics here in a little bit as well. It's
You'll have to-
it's another option.
You'll have to explain that to me a little bit, but I think I know what it is. But before we
But
get there, I want to know
the bottom.
where do you stand? What side of the fence are you on?
Oh, both.
Yeah,
I mean, but one can inform the other.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I don't. For
Okay,
this, you know,
in-
like
in the
with,
case,
with
I mean,
the chicken and the egg kind of situation,
Exactly.
there is a definitive answer.
and that's it. We're done. I'm kidding.
Yeah. Good night, folks.
Good night. Back to creepy shit. But no, I mean, there is a point to this. I mean, we are going to get a little bit into nature versus nurture, and also how that affects the paranormal and how the paranormal may affect it.
Right.
And you know,
So like taking like nurture and
Mm-hmm.
nature at just its black and white
Yes.
face value. My brother is 18 months older than me,
yeah,
so obviously
you're not
18
twins,
months-
but you have very similar genes.
very similar genes, both same parents, lived in the same household.
You've defied. Actually, I mean, I'm gonna Tarantino this shit.
Yeah.
I will go as far as to say that Chuck outsmarted nature and nurture in his household.
You think so? I
Yes.
think so. Yeah, actually.
But then
to pointing that out. But then
But
again,
maybe
so
you
did
got the nurture outside of your household, and see, yeah, me as well.
Yeah. What was that noise?
It was something creepy.
It was not. It was my phone. My phone isn't creepy.
Debunked.
Yeah.
Eeyore's being lazy, so we're not debunking his noises. That was Chuck. I'll debunk that. He's jingling.
Yeah. Jangling my taint.
Jangling.
What was I saying? So yeah, my brother, 18 months older than me, very similar genes. Same parents.
Yeah.
Same household. I know he's got 18 months on me, so maybe some shit happened to him in his developing years that I wasn't privy to because I was behind
Just
by
like-
18 months.
As we'll get to
But-
it, paranormal may have affected you in other ways as well.
Right.
You know,
But that's the thing is that, for the most part,
theoretically,
we
you should
had
have been
the
like
same
them.
upbringing. Yeah. You would think that
Your
I would.
sister as well.
Yeah, because my parents, my brother, my sister, you wouldn't find anybody more diametrically opposed to my parents and my brother and sister than myself.
You were a real fucking treat
I was
in that household.
I was. Well, I kept most of that shit to myself
Yeah.
as best I could, until long after I was, I'd married and had kids already.
Yeah.
Before I even said anything about.
Well, I was going to say, because, I mean, you were still kind of, if I remember correctly, you were still kind of on the fence with some
I
things
was.
when I met you. And
Yeah.
as Brian and I were
Because
as
I mean,
well.
I was still. That's how I was brought up. That was what I knew.
Yeah.
That was fact for me. But then
Yes.
when I saw the holes in it,
You didn't know how, of the other options.
I didn't. Well, I didn't. I knew that there were
a
options
degree.
out there, but for the most part, the upbringing I had, and the teachings that were provided to me by most of the people in authority, were that when we're talking about, just if you didn't know, we're talking about religion.
Yeah.
So anybody of another religion, sometimes even other people of a different denomination of the same religion, they were wrong. It was just, that was it. They were just wrong. And it was a while before I realized, well, how the fuck do you know?
Yeah. Exactly.
You're all wrong.
The problem when we were younger, I mean, I was in the same boat to a degree. I mean,
Is that why it was rocking so much?
Exactly.
Thanks,
Too
buddy.
many people's in the small boat because we weren't with the more favored opinion of how things are. No, not by far. But I kind of feel like, and I'm going to come up with a saying for it right now. I feel one coming. It's brewing.
Oh.
Right. I feel something brewing here.
Are we bearded peppers?
The dual bearded peppers shooting
Oh,
off.
double barrel pepper guns.
Oh God, I'm getting further away from what was brewing. I feel it coming.
shit.
Yes, I'm gonna blow a jizzy idea on this whole
A jizzy
thing.
cum bubble that'll
Yes.
pop with the knowledge of what
In
you're
10
about to
minutes
drop.
have passed already, elapsed already, but I edited it out.
We edited it all
because
out,
I'm
yeah.
going to still arrive to this conclusion. But I kind of feel like it was we were going more with the rule or the feeling.
Right.
There you go. Because we had the feeling like, no, this doesn't add up. But it was
Yeah.
the rule. It was like
Right.
everybody in authority above us was
Right.
like, this is how it is.
It made me feel
This is
bad.
how
It made me
is.
feel
That's how it
guilty
is.
for thinking differently.
Exactly. Like,
and
I can't talk bad about this Jesus guy.
Because what if I'm wrong?
Exactly.
Right?
Then I'm fucked.
But then you get to the point in the Bible where it says that the one unforgivable sin is to deny the Holy Spirit. And I'd already done that. So-
if you did it internally, you're fucked.
I mean, I already
if
had
it's
the
real.
thought that maybe he's not even real.
Exactly.
So I was like, well, fuck it. I've already made the unforgivable sin.
Yep. I mean,
According to their book, I can't be forgiven for this.
I
so
divorced
might as well go
everybody.
ahead and dive deep into this.
right? I mean, I feel like I've divorced everybody's favorite imaginary friend a few times.
Elmo?
Because, yeah, exactly. Elmo Christ. So,
Elmo Christ.
I mean, in
Tickle me here.
around that time, I remember you and Jeremy got that, and I still kind of felt like you guys did it as a gag.
What?
But I still did it. I wore it anyways.
What?
Well, it was one of my birthdays.
I can't remember.
It was one of my birthdays, and, and I got a rap on the door, and it was Chuck and Jeremy, who had been on this
You're
episode
about to
before.
tell me a story that I don't remember.
No, you'll remember it.
I mean, it's going to
And
come
they're
back to me, I'm sure, but...
So, dude, and I'm paraphrasing because I don't remember how we talked at that time. This was
Right.
over a decade ago, and you guys were like, "Dude, well, first off, Jeremy's all, are you masturbating?" Because I was kind of hiding behind the door. I was wearing like sweatpants. I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "No, I'm not jacking off. Look, I got no boner." I mean, again, I'm paraphrasing.
Yes.
So. And you guys were like, so it's your birthday, so we were at the mall and we got you something. And you got this big fucking gaudy cross.
Oh, I remember that shit. Yes.
Yes. So you're
Yes.
like, you can hang it on your chain and all
Right.
that shit. And so so we had that band Mysticism, and I'm like, I'm gonna fucking wear this.
Yeah,
And we
yeah,
took
yeah.
our band pictures.
It
on
was
this big ass
I
cross.
do remember that because me and Jeremy were hanging out at the mall one day
Yeah.
and we go by that. You know, it was like one of those little kiosks in the
with the
middle.
little medallions and
Right.
shit.
So
They're very, very 90s.
we actually went back. Like we walked past it and we both were like, and we literally walked backwards and we're looking at the thing and we're like, okay, so this would be hilarious,
I knew it was a gag.
but it's also, he might think it's cool. So,
I told you guys it was cool because
Yeah.
if it wasn't a gag, I would have felt bad.
no. But like, there was that off chance that you'd be like, "Oh, that's cool."
Yeah, it was
You know?
all right. I mean, I didn't care for the symbolism, but it was cool having some big ass gaudy fucking medallion.
Right, that was the point of it.
For
it
rock and
wasn't
roll,
the cross,
for our fucking.
but everything else looked stupid. Well, when we first met you, you were all choloed out.
yes.
So
I was
like,
a product of Maryville.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
So was I. I had that same fucking
Yeah,
phase.
we weren't cholos, but I mean, goddamn, even skaters.
I was a Wolo.
Skaters look like fucking cholos in that neighborhood.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just,
But,
the pigeons look dirtier in that neighborhood.
Right, but so we're thinking, oh my god, because it kind of reminds us of like, because you used to, I don't ever remember you wearing a chain like that.
I had
you
like
had the chain, but you never had like a big thing on it.
I wasn't the medallion guy, really.
But we just thought it would be hilarious.
And it worked. I mean, I was like, cool.
But yeah, that was funny.
Yeah.
We had disposable income. That was
We were kids.
yeah. So what were we talking about?
I don't remember.
Oh yeah, diametrically opposed to my family.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I was saying, like, both of us were in that same boat as far as religion goes, and I was giving it a chance a couple times, and I think around that time period of the said medallion, Brian Tyson and I were like, you know what? Let's give it one last shot. Like, we did it as an experiment. We went and got baptized and everything, and we did it like as a science experiment, if anything, because we were like, okay, well, let's just give it the old college try. And it still did.
Well,
it
that
fell
was the
flat
thing
on
too. Is
itself.
like I had my ups and downs,
Yeah.
and like when we first met, I was still kind of doing
you guys
that
were still
shit.
going to the church, and youth groups, and all that. I remember
But
that.
then, like when I started getting further away from it, I had. You even hear some atheists now who have been an atheist for like 20-something years.
Yeah.
And they still are like, they'll have a nightmare about hell.
Right.
That doesn't happen to me.
Didn't Anton LaVey have something like that right before he died? Their last words was like, "I was wrong," and then they died or some shit.
I remember it from a fucking episode of Rick and Morty where that one alien, he's like, he needs somebody to kill him so that he can ascend to like his heaven.
Yeah.
And Morty convinces him, or not convinces him, but like makes him think, well, what if it's not real?
Yeah.
And then he runs away and gets hit by a car, and he's like, it was real. It hurts. It was funny.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why I think like you're right as far as it being both.
Well, you can. I feel like
Because before I used to think I was a hardline nature.
Yeah. Well,
You know,
I think the
and the
religious
reason-
the religious piece, I think with most people, honestly, I think is nature.
Right.
Because you're growing up in that environment
but another
with
thing-
other people being religious and cramming it on you, like
Right.
indoctrinating you with this shit,
Yeah.
you know, as a child. And you're very impressionable as a child.
Of course,
So
yeah.
it's hard to deprogram. I mean, you probably felt the same way. Like, you feel guilty.
Yeah.
Like, oh, man, I mean, I'm going to get struck by lightning denying
A couple
this
times,
shit.
but yeah,
But then after a while, you're like, you know what?
I haven't been
Nothing's
struck
happened.
yet.
I'm still kicking.
But I mean, part of the reason why I lean more towards nature than nurture
Yeah.
is because your nature and what your personality is, it develops more over time. But
Yeah.
babies have personality.
Yeah, they do.
They definitely do. I've had 4 of them.
Yeah.
Babies have their own
You
personality.
can't argue that. They have something, and I think that's like a preset.
Right.
That could be like you get like a guitar effects pedal. That's the closest thing I can find right now. That's got
Yeah.
it's got presets, but you can tweak them.
Right.
You know.
And that's what I'm saying. So, say my nature, my personality,
Your
was,
predisposition.
was to that of the type of person that can be influenced by his environment.
Right.
Some people cannot be influenced by their environment. Some people can't learn from their mistakes, or other people's mistakes.
And wouldn't you say you naturally have an apathy towards people you don't know?
Yeah.
And you're more of a liberal
Yes.
mind, in my opinion.
I am.
This is
Yeah.
my observation of it.
Right.
But you would see.
I would say
more-
that there's in the Venn diagram
bleeding.
there's some crosses.
Oh yeah.
Or
you're never going to be
crisscross.
100% anything.
Yeah.
Let's just face that.
Yeah,
You know?
I would say I'm more left leaning, more liberal. Yeah.
And honestly, I mean, I could be completely wrong, but I see a lot more apathy on the right side.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But see, you grew up in that household,
Right.
which still can go back to nurture to a degree.
Right.
But nature. I mean, maybe you were you're hardwired for.
Maybe that's what it is. I think. I mean,
Exactly.
Because I honestly can't see myself like the decisions that I made throughout my life, because I know they're all mine. I
yeah.
decided to how I was going to take what was happening.
And you know what? And if you're not consciously doing it, you yourself are subconsciously still doing
Right,
it.
but I'm just
making the
talking about
decisions.
like conscious
your
know,
conscious choices.
choices that I've made. Yeah, like just to give a stupid example of when I was a kid, I used to break into my neighbors' houses.
Well, shit,
Why?
we used to drive around in stolen
because.
cars.
Yeah, like
We didn't have to. We just
I
did.
didn't. Yeah, I would break into vacant houses. I was just, and maybe it was part of that was like trying to be rebellious or whatever. But I think
Yeah.
I went through all of that like shit that you would do in like your early teens.
And it didn't help that we
mid-teens.
were in Maryville, and that was kind of a not
It
that
was
that could be
around.
our excuse, but it was the nurture.
It was closer than walking to the library.
exactly. It was more fun.
Yeah.
It was more immediate fun for.
I mean, yeah, I would say 11 o'clock at night, sitting on my friend's roof while I'm like 11 years old, drinking a 6-pack of beer.
And historically, where we grew up, there wasn't a whole lot of fun things for us to go do. I mean, I remember I would go to this game room, it closed down. I would go
Yeah.
to Maryville Mall, it closed down.
Yeah.
Wester's Mall kind of turned into a dump.
Yeah.
The Dollar Theater, which everybody went to, because
It's closed.
It closed. It turned into
The
a
theater
school.
I worked at
Because
closed.
It closed.
Yeah.
I mean, everything that they had that was good, just for kids. I don't even know. Well, now they have
They
electronics.
still have Happy Food though, so
Yeah.
I'm all right with that.
I gotta go check this out. I mean, how I
God
never saw
damn,
that.
how you don't know about Happy Food?
But I know of
blows
everything
my
else.
goddamn mind.
Exactly.
You know where that swap meet thingy is?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I know
right
where
there.
everything else is.
Right fucking there.
That's crazy.
God, we need to walk. Well, we need
Yeah.
to drive over to Brian's house.
Yes.
Me,
just
you, and
walk
Jeremy,
there.
and then just walk there.
I guarantee you when I see it,
I
it'll
got a
be
Saturday.
like,
Oh, you'll
fuck.
know.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
I've seen
of course.
this. I just
But
probably
if you've never
ate
eaten there,
Yeah.
it's not. Yeah, I used to ditch school and go get Happy Bowls
Shit, I still remember the
and
Piccadilly.
bring them back to school because me and Jeremy walked home
And
together.
it's in walking distance from. Yeah.
Remember the arcade in the mall?
Yes, I missed
Do you
that
remember
too.
when Maryville Mall had an ice skating rink?
Or you mean Metro?
That's what I meant.
Okay, Metro.
What did I say?
You said Maryville.
No, not that one.
But yeah, you meant, I know what you
Yeah.
meant. Yeah, so they had a recording studio in there too.
Yeah.
In the 80s and it was gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, they took everything good out of that mall.
Do you remember
Gone.
Monkey Mambo?
No.
It was in the parking lot area. It was like its own off building.
That sounds familiar.
It was kind of like a Zia Records, but they sold used guitars and used guitar instruments and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah, I do. It was towards the south end
Yeah,
of the parking
yeah,
lot. Yeah.
Like
definitely.
if you go past the Castles and Coasters.
where the canal and all that shit
Yeah.
is. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Monkey Mambo was
All the good
shit.
shit's gone. All the record stores
Music
are
go
fucking
around?
gone. Music go around?
Fucking.
Sad.
We're on a tangent, guys, about local shit, and we're reminiscing, and
But no, that's our nature.
some of you are going,
It's our nature.
yeah.
A lot of that made us what we
Or
are.
we nurtured into it by each other's.
No, not nature. Nurture. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
our nurture, people.
Yeah.
Our nature is that. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways,
I don't know.
but it made us who we were at the time.
Yeah.
And
But
yeah.
but again, back to how me and Jimmy are different.
Online retailers are killing all those things that we enjoyed in the past. That's what it is.
That's I think
Self-serve kiosks and robots and drones and
Amber wants
online.
us to-
I'm not anti all that. It's just it took away a lot of fun things we had as kids.
Amber sent me some links that she wants us to look at.
I saw something on your page that she tagged you in. Something.
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it yet, but I think she tagged you in it too.
She did.
I think so.
I'll have to go back and look.
I could be wrong, but yeah.
Yeah.
But
If I don't get back to people on the social medias, it's not that I don't care. Sometimes I just don't pay a lot of attention to the social medias.
yeah, most. Well, you've been doing
I'm
pretty
terrible.
damn good on Twitter.
Yeah, decently.
And-
yeah, I don't answer right back.
Did you see the thing that I tweeted today?
No.
It was a picture of Jeffrey.
By the way, when he says today, that means April 9th.
yeah. So
We're outing ourselves on how early we
well,
were.
they'll know if they're paying attention to our Twitter.
Yeah.
They'll know what day I tweeted it.
Exactly.
Jesus. But it's a well, I added Color Me Dead. And it's a picture of Jeffrey Dahmer.
Nice.
And it looks like he's holding up a burlap sack with fingers coming out.
Nice.
And the caption says, look, or hey, something like, guess how many fingers I'm holding up.
Nice.
Yeah. Because the sack is all bloody.
Yes.
It's great. What were we talking about?
Fuck it, we're doing true crime. I'm kidding.
Okay.
A lot of people are doing true crime, but to do
Yeah.
it really well.
Yeah, that requires
Yes.
research.
Exactly.
And that's why I respect them gals.
They're- that's what I was getting to. Yeah.
That's a lot of fucking research that I don't want to do.
Yeah. We do
a minimal amount of research.
What we do in our podcast is a lot of it is shit that's been done to us, and I'm not talking
Right.
about the rape, unless.
You pronounced that wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
It's funny because you
Abducted by
actually
the
said that word.
paranormal.
So yeah, how do you think that? So, well, that's what I was gonna say. Me and my brother.
Yes. See, we come around in circles always.
Raised in the same house, totally different personalities,
Yes.
totally different reactions to things, but we have both had similar, if not
All the
sometimes
same opportunities to be very similar.
But then again, maybe it's just that he was fucking with me and I was the only one that saw it. And he was just going off of what I said and being like, yeah.
But you had, at the time, the videotape evidence.
That's true, yeah.
So where are we on this? Are we both on the fence then?
You know what happens? I keep trying to say that the thing that I was. I don't know. I did say it. Me and Jimmy. Same house. Same similar observations. But do you think part of that could be nurture or nature? Because is there something innate in maybe it's a genetic thing that it predisposes people to seeing certain things
with the paranormal, which we're going to get to that in a sec. But let's just say,
or could it be that this question, this nurture versus nature, has nothing to do with paranormal, and it's like
I kind of look at it like this way: the sun, photons are still going to be reaching us every day we go out in that sun,
regardless of our nature or nurture.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and you can look at it the same way with the paranormal. It's going to happen regardless, or not, because
but that's what you were saying before.
Sometimes it happens to certain people, though.
Well,
but if the phenomenon is going to happen regardless, and I'm pantomiming my hand out in the air like I'm an Italian or something.
I don't know. You kind of
talking with my hands.
You look like an old Renaissance painting.
There you go.
It was regal.
Like I'm reaching out. Exactly. So let's say it's going to happen regardless. Paranormal is a thing. I mean, this umbrella term for all these things that we can't explain yet with our current understanding of science.
Just a quick question.
Yes.
Is that mic on?
No.
Okay, cool. I'm like, that's probably going to be picking up like really weird echoey background. Anyway.
Echo.
But that's what we were talking about before we even started recording, I think.
Yes.
Was that you if you don't mind, you see color differently.
Yeah, I'm slightly colorblind. I have 20/10 vision, but the deficit here with my eyesight is going to be slightly colorblind, which my wife thinks is funny in some cases. A lot of times I'm very keen on picking out colors. And then there's some things that I just get fucking confused.
Yeah.
Like a potato.
Well, it's like right now you're wearing pink pants and an orange shirt.
What is
I'm
wrong
like, what the
with
hell?
me? What is wrong? No,
and they're really tight.
I can't see the difference.
How are you even sitting right now?
I'm not. I'm standing. This is what happens. You wither when you wear stuff
I think
that tight.
This is the first time I've worn shorts in I don't even know how long.
I was considering wearing my Hawaiian shorts for this recording tonight because it is getting pretty toasty. No, I didn't.
Yeah,
they're faux Hawaiian.
Yeah, faux Hawaiian.
Faux Hawaiian. There you go. Why are you lying about them faux Hawaiian shorts? But yeah. So let's say the phenomenon is going to happen regardless.
The phenomenon is going to happen regardless.
Phenomenon. So, and us repeating things is going to happen regardless. Because we want this to be serialized and we want you to go back and listen to everything.
What we want is if you pick it up in the middle or if you start from the end. It's like
I feel left out.
Well, why are you being a weirdo and not starting at the beginning? It's not like you're going to pick up a television series and be like, no, I have never seen a single episode of this series. I think I'll start season 5, episode 9.
But you know what I do tell people when I first introduce them? I'm home. Go listen to a couple of the new ones first because they're better, and then go back to the beginning and binge all the way through so you understand what the fuck we're talking about.
Right.
But
maybe that is a good idea. But that's why we're going to be throwing in inside jokes from episode 1.
Yeah.
All the way until now.
Exactly.
Because most of those inside jokes were established prior to us recording, but
we still explain them somewhere early on.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so let's say the phenomenon happens no matter what, okay?
The phenomenon happens no matter what.
But we are kind of like antennas to this shit. So, I mean, if there's an interest, and I've kind of figured, I'm looking at my dog going through the wires, and I just know an accident's going to happen.
Something's going to happen.
Something has to something, you know? So, Eeyore, get out of the wires. Get out again.
Bitch, get out the way.
Get out the way. So, the phenomenon is going to happen regardless. Get your leg out of the wires. We're running a big operation here.
Oh yeah, so fancy.
It's gonna happen regardless, but let's say
bunker.
We're in a dumb, which I fucking misdid the acronym before in another episode. Dumb. But it's like deep underground military bunker. I had to correct that because I think it's deep underground bunker, but I left military out before.
Yeah.
But what if we're like antennas to this shit, or if the interest is there? Then it's more of a nurture thing, and we're going to pick up on it more and more and more because we're interested in it. But what if it's the nature our nature genetically, we attract those kind of things, or we pick up more on it when it's happening naturally, and then.
Well, I mean, again, coming back to like vision.
Yeah.
And
that's where you were going with, yeah.
That old high schooler or high school stoner who's having that great philosophical thought. What if you see the blue that I see is different than the blue you see?
Yes.
What if we actually, some people are predisposed to seeing things that other people aren't?
Yeah. Well, there's also the wild theory too. Like if you like green or let's say you like blue and I like green. What if our favorite colors are the same thing when you see through somebody else's vision?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be trippy.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
But probably not.
If I were to see the world through your eyes, based off of what my brain has already told me about this certain thing, it would look different. Because if I put on somebody's glasses, just their eyeglasses for correcting vision, everything looks different.
But it's not the way they see it.
Right, exactly.
Because you're observing it through what you know.
Beer makes philosophical conversations regress.
I'm kidding. But yeah, so with the nature versus nurture, and we'll get to epigenetics in a moment too.
I want to see if I know what that is.
Yeah, go for it.
But I'm not sure yet. Okay. But
I mean, I'm just gonna do a generalization.
Well,
I'm gonna probably overly simplify it. But you know what? I think it's time for
my breaking point.
I think so.
I gotta find my point, and then I'm gonna break it.
Is it a bearded pepper point?
Yes.
Or a bullet point?
This is the sound it makes. I'm at my breaking point.
And we're back. Ha! You almost beat me to it.
I was trying.
He heard the click and was like, I'm back.
I'm back, bitches.
Somehow I knew it because I jumped to it too really quickly. I'm like,
you saw me poised.
It was my ESPN, my ESPenis.
Ew.
So yeah, nature versus nurture.
Nurture versus George Foreman.
Yes, grill.
Yes.
George Foreman versus the Foreman Grill.
And now I'm thinking of that one time on The Office when
I just want a burger.
When Michael Scott calls the office because he couldn't come in because he stepped on his George Foreman grill and burnt his foot.
What was it on the floor for?
He wakes up in the morning because he likes to wake up to the smell of crackling bacon.
Yeah.
So he sets an alarm and he wakes up and he puts the bacon in and starts it up. And then he goes back to sleep. And when it starts cooking, the smell of bacon wakes him up.
Would you say he's kind of a pig?
Yeah.
Well, then it's pig feet.
Yeah.
Yes. Cooking the pig feet. The crackle of the foot bacon. Nature versus nurture. Is it environment or is it genetic? If you've been listening to this ramble on and don't know what nature versus nurture is, it's just that. Is it your environment or is it genetics? Or is it a blending of the two?
We got to go a little more deeper than is it environment or genetics.
Yes.
Is it environment or genetics that causes a person to be the person that they are?
Baby Hitler,
Right.
No.
Like Hitler, for example.
Yes.
I honestly think that
he's brought up a lot in arguments of nature versus nurture.
I think naturally he would have grown up to be a horrible, horrible human being who hated everybody and hated the Jews. But I think also nurture and environment and circumstances allowed him to be the Hitler that killed so many people.
Psychopaths are a good example of this, actually. Psychopaths can be very prominent people in society, and you would never know they're a psychopath, and could be very intelligent, heads of business, in politics, and I would actually argue that there's a lot of psychopaths in politics. Yeah. But they took that path probably because of the nurture.
Psychopath?
As opposed to taking the path of becoming a killer.
Right, so naturally
because not all psychopaths are killers.
Well, no, but
not all killers are psychos.
That I don't know. Depends on what you mean by killer.
But there is, I know, right? Killer at what they do. But there is a melding of the two, and that's what's most popular.
A murderer is far different than somebody that kills somebody accidentally or in self-defense.
I mean, when you hear there's the stigma when you hear psychopath, and a psychopath. And you know them when you pay attention to politics, you'll know.
I've taken tests to
determine if you are one.
Yeah, this personality test to see. I'm not either.
I have too much empathy. But in some other areas,
that's why I took it, because I have no empathy. But that's not true. I don't have. I have empathy. Not a lot.
You're choosy with your empathy.
I am.
Yeah.
They're like my fucks.
You choosy fuck.
I'm gonna choose when I give one.
Look at all the fucks I don't give.
I have a repository of fucks. I have them all stashed away.
It's when you give them.
Seems like I have no fucks to give. But
it's not just a charitable thing. It's a holiday when you actually release one.
Right. Yeah. It's like, yeah, I've got money in my account, but I'm not buying that. Just because I have money doesn't mean I want to give it to you. Just because I have fucks doesn't mean I want to give them to you.
Exactly, because there's STTs out there.
Right.
Wait, what are we talking about?
We're talking about
I'm kidding.
bearded pepper.
Epigenetics.
So I want to say what I think epigenetics is.
Okay, let's hear it.
Is that like genetic modification to like designer babies?
No. Epigenetics is a study of heritable changes in gene function that do not involve changes in the DNA sequence.
Say that again.
Epigenetics is the study of heritable changes in gene function that do not involve changes in the DNA sequence.
Gotcha.
So I mean, my
So it's not a mutation, but it's a hereditary change in
It's the-
maybe the RNA or the what?
well, the DNA from what I understand of it, it stays the same. The DNA is the DNA. But the way I look at it, I expand a little bit on it, and at the same time, it's like a simplification. But I look at it like with genes, you have probabilities, kind of like Oh, there goes the mic again. Anyways, kind of like superposition.
Okay.
Yeah, you have all these possibilities. But what
How
way
they align themselves?
What way the genes align themselves and which way they go would be with the nurture part of it.
You think so?
Yeah,
Or the nature part of it?
the nurture.
How you can't nurture somebody's genes to be different.
But you can. I mean, if you could, it's been proven that you can create new pathways in your brain.
Well, that's synapse and stuff. Yeah.
But I mean, what informs those things to happen? It's genetics, right?
Right, but that's what I'm saying. The genetics was there already to allow
yes.
the brain to function the way that the brain functions.
So all the probabilities are already there, but the environment can inform which way they switch.
So are we using environment interchangeably with nurture?
Yes. I kind of look at it that way.
Okay. Because if you look at it this way, say everything in my household was exactly
One
the
man's
same
nurture
growing
is
up.
not another man's nurture.
Well, here. So I was born and raised in Phoenix, Arizona.
Yes.
Say we
Me as well.
take everything that I've experienced in my life, but put it in a different climate. Does that make my personality different? Could it make my personality different?
You know what? The potential is there.
That's where I would call environment.
Because your genes are, you already have the genetic
nurture.
predisposition, right?
Right.
Because I hate the heat, but there are people that are also natives of Phoenix that love the heat. But
I don't mind it.
My hatred towards the heat, I mean, it kind of informs certain ways, certain attitudes that I have towards the weather here.
Well,
if I were living somewhere else where it's cold, I may have actually enjoyed that.
Because I don't want to go out and like spend a day out in the sun.
And 120 degrees.
Right, no.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Fuck that. That's miserable.
Fuck that shit.
But I think
It doesn't bother you.
it would bother me if I were out there all day. But I think we've adapted because we were born and raised here to know, like a hibernating fucking snake.
But we wouldn't have done that in a different environment.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Maybe we would be like coming down to Phoenix, Arizona on a trip and being like, what the fuck is going on here?
Exactly.
I
but
can't
at
breathe.
the same time, you got people like my grandfather who he grew up in
I
Pennsylvania.
do have people like your grandfather.
Exactly.
I told you not to tell anybody.
Old people. So he grew up in
They
Pennsylvania.
keep begging me to let them go.
Let them out.
No.
Let them all out. Is this DID? Are they all just in your head?
Yes.
Okay. So my grandfather was in Pennsylvania and he hated the cold. I mean,
Was he Dutch?
No.
No.
No, he's not Dutch.
Dutch rudder? Dutch oven.
Dutch oven. I was thinking Dutch oven too, but I wasn't saying it.
Okay, what were you saying?
It would have been an obvious go-to. He hated the cold, so he came to Phoenix. So all places. I wouldn't have existed.
Right.
I don't believe so much in the whole fate thing, but I would have not been here had he not have
Well, that's the point.
Yeah.
That right there is the way that I look at it too. It's like
he grew up with the cold, hated it. I grew up with the heat, I hate it. But it's not always the case with everybody.
That's the thing. Is like as far as where, and this is probably
That could be
this is a
genetic
tangent
for you.
that goes off of our topic completely. But as regards to like soulmates and shit like that and fate, if he had made a different choice, which he easily could have made a different choice. All of the choices were there.
Yeah.
And he chose had he chose to move to, like, say, Wyoming, you wouldn't be here. It would be somebody else. Even if certain aspects of my life up to this point, say, one of the nights that me and my wife got busy
Yep.
was actually because of other events that had changed or other choices that we made. Had a different kid or didn't have.
Oh
a
yeah,
kid.
it would definitely be a different kid. Even if you,
'cause those sperm aren't there anymore.
even if you would have came a second earlier,
Or later.
it could have changed the order. It could have shuffled the deck different. It could
Or
have been
like
a
a lot
different
of people
sperm
say
that
that
got
I
there.
should have been the load that was running down my mom's ass.
That was swallowed. So, luckily, I said that before you started swallowing some drink.
That's not drink.
Yeah, that's not drink. That's the semen.
Protein.
Yeah, fresh off the boat. But
We should start like a comedy cover, or not a cover band, but a comedy band called
Yes.
The Proteins.
the pro.
And we go out wearing sperm suits.
It's synonymous with the skeet teens,
Yes.
which is synonymous with the skeet.
Yes.
Which is synonymous with no. Anyways, you get where we're going.
Youth in
You get where we're
Asia.
coming from.
Gross.
Anyways.
You get where we're jizzing from.
There hasn't been enough.
urethras.
Ba-ding! There hasn't been enough of that in this episode, so now
Yeah.
you got your fill.
Angel coming, baby tears.
Yep, bring it back down.
Yeah. That's our mantra. That's like our
Yeah.
Wusaba.
Angel.
Angels and baby tears. Or angel comes and baby tears.
Angel
comes.
Baby, don't say baby come. Babble
But
come.
I said angel comes in
Angel-
baby tears.
Oh, God,
Like,
no.
Angel, why are you doing that?
Oh, this is getting
Will
worse.
you stop? It's just a baby. That's gross.
There's just no avoiding these things anymore. I just accept it.
Yeah. I say horrible, horrible shit. So.
Me too, and I think a lot of horrible shit. And then once we get going, it's like,
Yeah. This is the one rare place.
we need a
where-
teacher to separate us. That's the
Yeah.
problem.
Oh my God, yes.
You on this side of the room, and you outside the fucking room.
Oh yeah, we would have been sent home if
Yeah,
we were
we
at school
would've.
together.
I was always the kid getting sent out of the class
Yeah, me
to the
too.
office, and it's like, it's not for a lack of, I don't know.
Yeah.
My mind was all over the place.
Yeah.
God damn it. So how this all ties into, now that we're about 45 minutes into this, how it ties into the paranormal. Because I think everybody kind of gets the gist now.
Yes.
You have your nature, your nurture, and your epigenetics and all that, and our theories on how
Your
things work and how other people.
electrodes
Because,
in the womb.
Paranormal. Back to the paranormal.
Paranormal.
Before this episode is over.
Parmesan cheese.
Parmesan cheese. So a pair of normals talking about the paranormal. So does
abnormals.
nature-verse nurture affect the paranormal, our experience of it, or vice versa? Because I mean, okay, like you said, you had experiences. I've had experiences. Now, did that set us down the path that we're on now? Or I mean, because some people
yeah.
can have an experience and be like, "Pfft, it was nothing. Or,
Well,
or
okay,
that was
so
weird, and they
why don't
never
we-
experiment with
Well,
it.
then why don't we do this? Well, it's been a while since I've talked to my brother, but excuse me. God damn it, Eeyore.
No, he would love our show.
Yeah, just real quick, the other day, me and my
What? You guys
me
are
and my
fucking
wife and
stupid.
my oldest child, my son, we were walking through the store. It was just the three of us, and I'm gonna get candid with you people. I don't have a gallbladder, and sometimes when I eat something, I immediately have to shit.
It's like he has no mask,
So-
like he's a ghost. It just falls right through.
So I had eaten something that didn't agree with me, and we were walking through the store, and I look at my son, and I'm like, "Damn it! Now I have to poop." Like it was
Did
his
it
fault.
argue with you?
It was funny.
Did it argue with you? Mm-hmm. Did he suggest what you ate?
No.
Okay, then it wasn't his fault.
Yeah.
Okay.
He didn't.
But you
agree.
knew you had to eat,
Yes.
and you're in a mall.
Well, no, we were at the store, but
In the
my
store.
son wanted to go somewhere, so
And there's a
we're
lot of
like-
shit in this. Yeah.
We went to Five Guys Burgers and Fries, and they're
Oh,
delicious,
yeah.
but that's a lot of grease.
and it's expensive.
And I have yes,
It's
but I
pricey for
haven't-
what you get. It's good, but
Well, that's why it was just the three of us.
Yeah.
Because I have
just the three of us.
I have 4 children, so I can't feed all 6 of us there.
Oh, was that the tweet about that Amber took the boys out
Probably.
to eat somewhere?
Yes.
See, I kind of pay attention to social medias.
Sort of.
Some people's stuff.
Yeah.
Like, there you go.
But
Ding, ding, ding. You got it right.
yeah.
So,
But wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more.
So, me and my brother are obviously we've had experiences.
Yes.
Currently, I'm discussing those experiences and
he's probably not.
expounding on what's happened or trying to
Yeah.
get answers, and he probably isn't, because my sister has too.
Yeah.
And
A lot of
to
people
my
can
knowledge,
easily write
she
it
doesn't
off.
really talk about it.
Yeah.
So
So it begs the question with the nature
is it
versus
my
nurture.
nature, my inquisitive nature, to try and figure
Exactly.
shit out?
I was just gonna say inquisitive.
Yeah.
I feel like, okay, so is it the paranormal, or is it the fact that we're wired that way
Mm-hmm.
to be more inquisitive about things in general? Because I mean, it goes beyond paranormal with me, and I'm sure with you as well. Like I like to look into things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Me
So-
too.
So
Yeah.
the paranormal fucked with the
I mean,
wrong
if I
pair of
didn't like to
people.
look into things, and I'll post these on our Facebook group, but if I didn't like to look into things and learn things, I wouldn't have made a fucking pocket knife.
Yeah, and we wouldn't
Just
be
out of-
learning the curse.
Right. Like, literally,
figurative
I
learning
watched some
curse.
videos and I'm like, I could probably do that, so I'm going to figure out how, and I goddamn did.
Yep.
If I want to figure out why certain things happen within reason, within my capabilities, I'm going to figure it out.
Yeah.
And I'm going to learn about whatever it is that I want to. Yeah, learning never stops, people. Learning never
does.
stops.
It never does.
If it
Don't
does,
give up.
that's when, yeah,
Dig yourself a hole
right.
and lay in it, because you're done.
Yeah.
But I mean, I feel like, okay,
Keep
so
learning, keep cursing.
genetic. I mean, that's where I sit on the fence.
Curse your friends.
Since I didn't really, right? Spread the curse like an STD.
Yes.
So I always sat on the fence with it because I feel like one
Did it
kind of
hurt?
informed. Yes, exactly. It was the picket fence.
Yes.
Yeah.
This time a picket, not a wrought iron.
Yeah, and I don't want to get that.
Call
kind
back.
I don't want to get that kind of wood.
Ooh.
Ooh. Oh, so
It's like Vlad's fence.
a lattice,
Vlad the Impaler.
like a balsa wood. Yeah, there you go.
It's his fence, and everybody's sitting on it.
Oh,
Get off the fence already.
It's offensive people. It's offensive people.
Oh, good. Oh, good. That's
Oh, God.
offensive.
So, but yeah,
I took offense. I'll bring it back.
I took a fencing class. Does that count? Ba-ting. So,
It's a rapier.
yeah, I know, right? You pronounced that wrong. So, with nature versus nurture, and especially in this situation,
We should, you know what we should do is at the end of this episode, we should count how many times we've said nature versus nurture or
yes,
nurture versus nature.
make a supercut of both
Yes.
of those.
That'd be great. Tacking it up
That's
at the
our
end.
way of getting back on topic on the Sabbath show. So, nature versus nurture.
So buttons on your blouse.
Buttons. Benjamin Buttons.
Yeah.
Something to be said about an old baby.
Sowing the seeds of love.
But so yeah, with
Had some Tears for Fears for you guys.
there you go.
All right.
But to get back to get back onto the topic that we will not repeat again. Nurture versus nature. Oh, well, I fucked up and did it.
Nutella versus
Noogies.
yes,
Yeah.
nougat.
Nougat. There you go. Yeah.
Nutella versus nougat.
Yes.
All right.
So
This episode's gonna be titled Nutella versus nougat. Nobody's gonna understand what the fuck we're talking about.
oh shit, Batman v Superman.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man.
So nurture versus nurture's nature's
Yeah.
nature's kiss,
yeah, exactly.
nature's candy, hard cheese, nature's candy.
Oh man, it's making me think of millions of peaches for me.
I saw. Do you ever see? I showed you Andrew Huang, right?
Yes.
There's a video that you have to watch where him and his friend hook up electrodes to canned peaches and
Oh,
play
shit.
that song with peaches.
Nice.
Yes.
Fuck,
They
dude.
make
Okay,
a
I'm checking that
synthesizer
out.
out of peaches.
We just gave him some free publicity for
That's
something
cool.
that's probably been watched a billion times already.
That's all right. He's a cool dude.
Right? Exactly. This episode's almost over. So,
Yeah.
But yeah, so I've always been on the fence with it because I feel like one can inform the other. I mean, yeah, you could
Yeah.
have a predisposition to certain things genetically, but your environment's always is going to affect that,
Right.
And vice versa.
Well,
the
this
way
is-
you are, the way you're hardwired is going to affect the way you're perceiving the environment around you as
And
well.
that's another reason why I can honestly look back at my entire life knowing that I've made mistakes and done things
Yeah.
that, probably shouldn't have done. But
and some people are hardwired to never admit that.
Well, that has created the me that is standing here now.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow it's going to be a different me.
No.
If I so choose to actually follow that and learn from
Mm-hmm.
my mistakes and learn from other people's mistakes and try to keep, becoming a better me.
And hoping the you of tomorrow.
Right. Because the only one that anybody ever has to compete with is themselves.
Yourself, yeah.
So
You are your biggest critic. You're
Yeah.
your own worst enemy. The standard in which
now
you
I'm
should
thinking of
live
Lit.
up to, and yes, exactly. Good song. Good song.
Yeah. I was thinking of that other one.
Which one? Oh,
You make me come.
yes.
You make me
Completely miserable. We'll just jump ahead. Nasties. We're both we're playing devil's advocate to both sides of the fence.
We are really.
Because I won't side with one or the other. And actually,
I honestly don't think there's going to be a definitive answer to
No.
the question. I mean,
It's
it's
worse
an
than the-
amalgamation of both.
it's worse than the chicken and the egg.
Right.
It's way worse. I mean, you can't really.
Well, again, the chicken and the egg has a fucking definitive answer.
Yes, and this does not.
Yeah.
As so far as I could tell.
Yeah.
I mean, you would have to force yourself to choose one, and then that's playing
right.
devil's advocate
Right.
with it.
But
'Cause-
then again, I mean, that choice informs the. Is it informed by your nature?
we're
or your
high
nature?
as fuck on this episode.
God damn it.
Shit. God damn it.
So,
Now we're gonna get to the good parts about the paranormal. With UFOpalooza, I bring up the question of, and Brian kind of helped me arrive to this question.
did he?
And it was a rhetorical question because, none of you are going to answer this unless you drop it in the comments right now.
Or email us
Right
at
now, or
learningtocurse@gmail.com.
But having a basic interest in these things, does that precede the phenomena and you start to observe the phenomena more because of your interest in it? Or, because I mean, with me,
Well-
the shit happened to me and then I gained an
Yeah.
interest in it and I
Right.
wanted to know more.
Well, it's like this. There
And then more of
there
it
are
happened.
people who, there are people who have an attraction to a certain type of person.
Yes, certain type of paranormal, because there's many shades
Maybe-
of paranormal. as
Yeah,
well.
it's like, for example, like a skinny dude being attracted to like a hefty chick.
Yeah.
And that's all he's after. He just wants that. Like, you put a skinny chick in front of
And
him,
I don't
he's
think
like,
they
I don't
decide
dig
those
that.
things. That's hardwired.
Right.
You
And
know?
like a dude seeing another dude and being like,
Exactly.
I want parts in parts
Right.
here in any way,
Well, and that's the thing. It's like, dude, and I've had this conversation with some people that had different sexual preferences, different sexual orientations. And I mean, do you think any of these people want to be persecuted for having certain?
No.
Exactly.
No,
that's
then
just
again-
what they want.
And then the people who are like saying that
Yeah.
like say let's go to homosexuality real quick.
yes, straight
People
on full
saying
homosexuality.
that it's a choice.
It's not.
I've literally asked somebody before who said that homosexuality is a choice. I said, well, then do me a favor. We'll do an experiment. Choose to be attracted to the same sex right now and tell me how that goes.
Exactly.
Just the same as a homosexual trying to be
Yeah.
attracted to the opposite sex.
And there have
It's
been
not gonna work.
experiments in that where they feel they cured
Or they
homosexuality.
pray the gay away.
And that's just all you're going to do is suppress, your
That's it.
desires. That's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
And there's all different levels of this,
We're
too.
going back to my hedonistic altruism.
There you go.
If it feels good for you and it's not hurting
Do
anybody
it.
else, stick a couple of fingers in there. I don't care.
Exactly. Just be yourself.
Yeah.
We're ourselves, and we're
You gotta say
fucking
that.
crazy.
You
and we
gotta
love
say
it.
that like the genie from Aladdin. Just be yourself.
Be yourself. I don't even know if that's right, but I'll listen to it and then I'll do it on another episode. But we're wackadoodles, and we're fucking proud of it.
Yeah.
Just be your fucking self.
I like me,
Yes. But you know what? We could say that, right?
and it'd be a lie.
It's going to fall on deaf ears to some degree because the way people are hardwired. And you know what? Let's not even try to change them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
that
think.
comes right back to our topic.
Well, this is something that I had posted on Facebook, my own personal Facebook, like years ago. But basically, it was when I came out as being an atheist, and to the people that I knew, and so I got some comments about it, and like some of the stuff that I was posting on Facebook. I found it entertaining. I found it insightful, and I found it funny.
And to some degree, that's not fully a choice because
Right.
you can choose consciously, just like with that experiment where they were trying to force themselves to be straight. You can choose to consciously be a Christian and do all the shit that everybody expects you to do, but you're never gonna feel right about it.
Right. It's just like when I tried to think that Carrot Top is funny, and that's just not going to happen. But what was I saying about a thing with words?
With words,
All of the words that I was
all the
saying.
words. The numbers too, alphanumeric, numerical. Oh, about your atheism.
Yes, thank you, sir. So I had posted, and I was posting stuff that I found,
Yeah.
to my liking on
Yeah.
Facebook. It's my fucking Facebook page. And I got people saying, you shouldn't be
Not many
posting-
people bitch about when all this Christian shit pops up.
Oh, exactly.
Because that's the more acceptable.
Well, that was great when Amber came to my defense and she's like, he scrolls past all of this religious crap that you
All
guys post
fucking
all
day.
day.
Or right-winger
And doesn't
stuff.
ever jump on there and attack you for
Yeah.
it. He posts this and you're like, you shouldn't be posting this.
I
And
have
it's
a
like,
whole other Facebook page for
well,
that kind of shit.
Right.
Because
Well,
of
I don't
that.
care. It's mine.
Well, I did that because I at the time I had my other, and the same thing with like I'm encountering with the podcast now. It's like I'm not going to even bother because that's just going to open up Pandora's box
Right.
of people. They're not going to understand.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
I
cater to
haven't
the
sh-
people
yeah.
that do understand.
I've shared it with those who I
Yeah.
feel would want to hear it. But
Yeah.
anyway, so what I'm saying is that I was getting all this flack about the shit that I was posting.
Yeah.
And so eventually I just posted, I don't post this stuff to try and change your mind.
Yeah.
I post this stuff on the off
That's how
chance
you
that there's
feel.
somebody out there who also thinks like me and would get a
Exactly.
kick out of this. This is for me.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to change anybody's mind. I'm just expressing my own.
You're making more of this information available.
Yeah.
Because
exactly.
you know what? There's some things that I believe in now, and in certain ways I feel about things that I wish more information was around when I was younger.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
could have skipped all the.
But then again, if you think of it this way, if I had to come to the conclusion that I did way before,
we would have been making podcasts before podcasts exist. I'm kidding.
Well, that's the thing is that my life could be different right now because of that different
yeah,
choice.
yeah.
So or that different knowledge. That's just like that's
yeah.
why I think that's it.
Like if I knew a lot of the shit, I was.
This
gonna,
is the way I'll put the nurture versus
Yes.
nature thing. I think nature is the backbone,
Yeah.
definitely,
Oh yeah.
and nurture.
That's the predisposition
supply-
and all the
So-
possibilities.
So let's call nature the dough
yes.
and nurture needing that.
Yes. That's fucking beautiful.
Dough. Yeah.
Yes. I'd put my fucking penis in it.
Yeah,
That's
because
fucking
from the
beautiful.
same dough you can make breadsticks, or you can make pizza, or you can make
penis cookies.
penis cookies.
Yes.
yes,
Penis bread.
vagina cookies, which I always, whenever I went, the fortune cookies
Yeah.
look like puffy vaginas.
They do. Like that's a very sad vagina
Yeah,
because there's no moisture.
There's no moisture.
moisture.
There's only the labia majora, no menorah. Wait, not a menorah. That's fucking the Jewish
Oh, I'm
candle
sorry.
thing.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Like the menorah. like the labia menorah.
Light up
It'll
the
burn
cookies.
for 7 days.
Oh, light up the cookies for God's sake.
Jesus Christ.
Oh man.
I want another beer. This stuff's
Yes.
good.
Hand me another sir, please.
We're fucking weirdos. And I love it.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. We're
2
gonna go
cans
choke
of 2 hats.
We're gonna go choke a duck with the rest of this.
I know. That's. I mean, and the chances of that happening are there, and that's why
I
we
wanna
just
actually-
not even take a chance of putting it out there. I haven't seen a 6-pack holder in a long time.
It's a 4-pack holder.
It's a 4-pack, yes.
Yes.
See, my mind jumped to that because that's all what I was used to.
You were looking at my belly.
You know
That's
what's-
why you went to 6-pack.
Oh, there you go. I'm sporting the 24-pack. I'm gonna crack open another one. But yeah, with the paranormals, and this is like on topic, but a little slightly off topic because it's gonna be a bleeding of the topics. But yeah, like UFO Palooza. It's like, am I bringing these things?
Sexy back?
Yes, that too. Like
Yeah.
like I said, like when we started the podcast ahead of release of the first 2 episodes, like my wife and I seen the UFO. Well, the UFO. We didn't know what the fuck it was.
Right.
But is it because?
But then again,
paying more attention.
we don't have a vast knowledge of the different things that could be up in the sky.
Yeah,
Like I don't have
exactly.
like all of the airplanes that are in
Well,
existence.
Brian brought up a good point because he was
know.
into that.
Yeah,
You know.
but I don't have them cataloged in my brain.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So it, pretty much anything that I look up and do in the sky, if it doesn't look like
Is
a
a
plane that I've
UFO
seen before
immediately.
or a helicopter,
Yeah.
it's a fucking UFO to me.
No, with me, I'm not into.
But somebody else looking at it can be like, "Yo, I can." Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
a 747.
You're stupid. That's
Yeah.
this. But I'm glad Brian was here for that because he does have a background in that.
He has a.
And
he
for
has
me,
his pilot's life.
for me,
and-
I have the interest in UFOs. So,
Yeah.
and I'm not one of those wackadoodles that jumps to the conclusion right away. It's got to be a flying saucer. Got to be a flying. No, it's like I want to know for sure that I've
wanna
ruled
know
out
what it
everything that I'm aware
Yeah.
of. Like I'm used to shooting stars. I'm used to satellites, the space station, other celestial bodies.
Did you hear about Elon Musk's
The orbiter?
the one that's going to be collecting space debris?
No.
Yeah.
It's just
It
like,
collects space debris so he can bring it back and recycle it.
hey, cool.
Yeah.
Look at that. You
Yeah.
got to give it to that guy. He's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's got my support.
Me and Amber were talking about it the other day. We would consider the fan group for Elon Musk Muskrats.
Muskrats. Yes. I do have a thing against one, but not the whole species. I'm not going to take it out on the whole species, but I do have
What do you
something.
have against dolphins, man? We've had this discussion before.
Every time I think of dolphins, I think of one. I want to go to the Dolphinaris. I went to fucking here in Scottsdale, which isn't far from here in Arizona. They have a butterfly wonderland, which is awesome. All these different butterflies.
You got
My
John
wife-
Mayer singing, a little butterfly John Mayer singing.
Yes.
Your
Yeah, exactly.
butterfly's a wonderland.
That's awesome. And then right next door to it, they have their aquarium, which is called Odyssey, but it's a play on words. It has the word sea.
But it has the word odd in it.
And odd in it. Yeah, it's the odd sea. Because when we asked about the dolphins, they said that's an additional $70-something, and
What the fuck?
it's on its own thing, Dolphinaris. But
Those are aquatic mammals. You wanted to see
Exactly.
fish.
Yes.
This says fish, goddammit.
yes, and jellyfish. Oh, the jellyfish were awesome. Anyways, I'm getting off topic.
Were they
but-
strawberry jellyfish or grape
yes,
jellyfish?
Penis.
Penis jellyfish. I love penis
If you
jelly.
notice, Chuck really likes trying. I wouldn't say your patience, but just fucking nudging everybody with penis on every episode of our podcast since God knows what episode. I think episode 8 or something like that. And I just crack up every time I see it because I see some people tuning out, and those are exactly the people I want to fucking tune out.
Yeah.
It's like, good, go.
Yeah, that's funny.
It's like, I'm embarrassed because I'm
Do I
singing
really bring
penis.
up penis a lot?
No, it's not. No, not verbally on the show. We joke around about it
yeah.
a lot, and I kind of feel like, honestly, we're a group of guys. It's the
Yeah.
two. We're a pair of guys, and we have a lot of other guys on. My wife has been on. We've been trying to get other females on. We
Yeah.
legitimately want females on. Killing Me
make
Dead
that sound
podcast.
rapey.
Yeah, exactly. But we do say rape a lot. That's where we're pushing the envelope in that area. But we don't say
when
vagina.
Shelby was here that one night, she joined in, so
Yeah, we don't exactly.
that was funny as hell.
And that's out of context. They don't know what we're talking about. No, I'm kidding.
Talking about rape.
Exactly, out of
She
context.
joined in.
But we don't say vagina a whole lot. But you know what? Honestly,
She does go around with all those dildos in her purse, so
exactly.
yeah.
And dildo fingers. I'm just gonna leave it at
While I'm
that.
drinking.
And
Don't say dildo fingers while I'm taking a sip. Because that's going to be somebody's nickname soon.
Oh shit!
What's up, dildo fingers?
Everybody that comes on the show.
Oh my God.
Like literally comes on the show. But no,
Like Deathbed Confession, we could call him that sometime.
exactly.
I think he would get a kick out of
Yes.
it. Yeah. I wonder if anybody caught on that we were just making up nicknames for him on the spot.
And he was just like, "Fuck, I need to roll with this. Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Put him on the spot.
Yeah.
Oh, it was fun. We missed that guy. Come back, Brian. You've
Brian
already been on,
Collier, you come
4,
back,
is it
goddamn it.
4 episodes already?
Yeah.
With Brian?
Yes, we
Yeah.
did 4 with him, with Collier. We did 2
What are those
episodes
for?
with 2 Brians.
We'll get into this.
What we did in 2 episodes with 2 Brians, we did in 4 episodes with 1 Brian.
We'll get
There's
into
no
this.
point to that. It's just making a
Your
statement.
math does not add up there. No, we'll get into this on our next episode.
Oh, but the whole
actually.
point I was gonna, the whole point I was gonna bring up is we're a group of guys or a pair of guys
just
regularly on the
dudes
show.
being guys.
Dudes, little dudes. If we were gonna say vagina on every episode,
I could.
we would be like every other group of guys.
Right.
And someone's gonna find that offensive. But we say penis, and I'm sure a lot of people think that's okay. Wow, that's funny and that's different. But
Yeah.
if we were to say vagina, it would be taken so badly. If we said
Right.
vagina, you know what? We should do a whole episode just no penis, just vagina.
Just vagina.
Just
So like lesbian porn.
oh man,
Do a whole lesbian porn
social
episode. No
justice
penis,
warriors.
just vagina.
The SJWs will come after us.
Yeah.
Don't say. Oh yeah, I don't know why they
Like,
would, but I just
instead
feel
of-
like they would.
Like that one time I was talking about butthole scissoring.
Why not?
Just bumping
If they're skinny enough, they probably
bumping
could.
Cheerios.
Bumping Cheerios. Oh my God, bumping the donuts.
Yes.
Oh, that's it. We're gonna call it bumping the donuts. What is that? It's male scissors.
Yes.
We say okay. If you haven't noticed, I mean,
Is
to
this
be-
episode still going?
Yes.
God.
to be completely honest with everybody out
No,
there.
lie a little bit.
I mean, no, pee a little bit for a split few seconds.
Split few seconds.
To be
It's like a minute and a half.
exactly.
There's a few is
an
about
eighth,
3.
An eighth, a 16th.
Anyway.
It's done. Okay. But no, but
5/3.
we're jokey all the time. That's just our thing. Sarcasm is our shit.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I got in trouble. Yeah, I was at a. I didn't get in trouble, but I got pulled aside.
Yeah.
Because I'm in leadership at my work. I'm a
shit.
lead.
Uh-oh.
And we were going through this this.
I can't turn it off at work either if that's what you're talking about.
No. Well, and it wasn't even that bad. It's just I made a joke about
how much worse
like one of the
on podcast.
prizes would be cocaine, right? Just being stupid. And right after when they released us to lunch, the trainer guy pulls me aside and he's like, "Well, you shouldn't have done this." And I'm like, "Yeah, I know I shouldn't have, but I hadn't gotten any sleep the night before. Like I literally got an hour and a half of sleep and woke up, took my
That's
son
me
to
these
school,
days.
and then went to that training. And I was there for 9 hours. But yeah, I actually took a nap during my lunch. Excuse me. But yeah, I made a bad joke about cocaine, and he's like, "You shouldn't say that."
It came out the wrong hole.
Yeah. How did you make that noise with your ear?
I know, right?
So yeah, that was that.
But yeah.
Saying shit when I shouldn't say shit. But I usually have a pretty good, brain to mouth filter.
Okay, what did they say? Sarcasm is a good metric for potential or some shit like that.
I always thought it was.
We're smart people.
The more sarcastic, the more intelligent. But
Exactly.
That's maybe just my own self-stroking egos.
Yeah, we're quick on this shit. We're
I stroke my
quick.
ego so much that it's chafed.
I stroke it so much that it's unloaded and it's reloaded and unloaded.
I've stroked my ego so much that it has literal friction burns.
I did.
So
Road rash.
yeah,
You started using the road on it? Yes.
yeah. Starting to look like a bearded pepper.
Oh God, that's another way a bearded pepper is achieved.
Stroking your ego so much.
Yes.
And
I
by
stroked my ego a little bit by telling people by outing my IQ on an episode. I'm like, not to stroke my. Yes, I was stroking my ego.
Yeah.
Shut up.
You
Smart people don't talk about how smart they are. Yeah, we do.
Why not?
I know a lot of smart people the smartest people fucking do it all
honestly,
the time.
though, but
But they do it in a
but the
jokey
more
manner.
Well, yeah, but more so, I don't think that we talk about how smart we are. We usually talk about how stupid other people are.
And how stupid we are sometimes.
Yes, definitely.
We dumb ourselves down. Honestly, I mean, the social media. We're not.
You
that
wouldn't know it by listening to us this many episodes. What is this, episode 17?
Yes.
But yes.
We're sarcastic, yes. But to what I was going to say earlier, to be serious for a moment.
I'm also a little high and a little buzzed off of alcohol.
It happens.
I didn't say that out loud.
What
I
happened?
whispered it.
Yep. He said something over there.
Yeah.
But to
Anyway.
be serious, we joke around a little, quite a bit, but it's to lighten the load.
You said
In the literal sense, as well as, But
yeah, no.
we
I get
make
what you're
make
saying.
this entertaining for you, because it is a
But
lot to take
that's
in.
why, I'm pretty fond of gallows humor.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think for me it's
Dark
much of
humor.
a coping mechanism with that kind of stuff. It's just that
We're
it
not
goes more
weepy
towards my
willows with the
apathy
mask
again.
of a
Like, if
of
I
a
didn't
clown.
know the person who's dead, I can see how it's that sucks.
Yeah.
But also, I don't know what the fuck the person did, or who they were, or why they're dead.
Yeah.
So, look,
Nothing is sacred.
his gases are expanding in his belly, and he's about to explode like that whale on the beach.
I don't know why that made me think of Dune. Remember that scene? That kind of bothered me because the first time I saw Dune, I was a little kid.
I prefer the books.
It's so cheesy
Yeah.
when you see it now, but it moved me in a very disturbing way as a child. I was like, what the
It's
fuck?
the first time you got a boner.
Yes. Pop.
Oh, good God.
Oh, yeah.
That's the weasel.
So, yeah.
Who was it that I convinced that song was about rape?
I don't know.
That was Brian, I think.
Not the literal rape. But, and I think we'll have another episode in the near future.
We will.
Because, yes. I mean,
Definitely.
next week.
Exactly.
So,
It's like you're psychic.
exactly. ESPN
It's not like we're planning on recording another episode and releasing it next week, but
We actually have gone a few weeks. What was it? Couple weeks?
It's
No,
about 2
not
weeks.
even that. It felt like it because it's been
no, it's been about 2 weeks.
almost
I
2
think.
weeks since we
Yeah.
recorded last.
Yeah.
And when you're hearing this, but I mean, we have so many in the bank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're right next to our fucks.
Yes, exactly. We're doing a part 2.
We give more episodes than fucks.
Yes, exactly. Many more than fucks.
We have a stockpile of
I let
fucks.
a lot of shit roll off my fucking back. I don't care.
Yeah.
But And I think we kind of come. You know what I noticed with our podcast?
Like urine on a hooker's back. Or wait, water on a duck's back.
Oh, quack.
Just rolls off.
So, no, I think we'll do another episode similar to this in the future with bringing back all the guys that have been on here and gals in between.
Gal Gadot?
Yes. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Yes. And just theorize on a lot of shit, like we're going to, like we're kind of are right now about the paranormal and stuff. Like, what does it all mean? Trying to make sense of all the data that we have now, personally, and the combined personal data from all of our guests and our own, and try to come up with some kind of unified theory on this whole thing.
Yeah.
And we can talk a little bit about that now.
I mean, still though, for me, I would still have to take, like, I may or may not be inclined to trust somebody a little more about their experience.
Yes.
But their firsthand anecdotes, just like ours, like I was saying before, their eyewitness testimony.
I wasn't
really,
there. You weren't there.
I wasn't there, so I don't know what you saw, and I don't know how to test what you
That's
saw.
why I say our combined.
But I understand, just like I have had experiences that you are, free to believe or not.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck happened.
Exactly.
And that's why, again, I don't call it a ghost or an alien or whatever anymore. Some people do. Some people still do. That's what they're associating with it.
Exactly.
And that's just language. That's how language works.
Like the episodes with Jagan.
Yeah.
And as we're recording this, the first one just dropped.
Yeah.
But so I got to listen to it again. But he looks at these things as demons, and there's nothing wrong with it. That's how that's his reality.
But that's his nurture.
Exactly. So now we're getting somewhere.
Yeah.
All right.
That's his nurture to.
And that's
see
it for this episode.
Demons.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I think we should get back the whole group of these guys. Because, I mean, you can watch video after video and read book after book, but you don't know if these guys are bullshitting you. And honestly, and I'm not talking shit about the people that have been on the show.
Again,
we don't know if what they've seen personally, but the combined efforts of all of us putting these things forward and having all these different all these different vantage points.
I think it's good to discuss.
Yes.
But what I think, I mean, and there's not really much that we can do about it now unless we start a Kickstarter to start funding certain aspects of research. But actually taking a
But we are going to get more into research on this, though, with this project outside of the podcast.
We can research what other people have researched.
Yeah.
But what I'm talking about is actually
doing our own.
Doing actual research.
And we're going to be doing that with the Ouija board and things like that. That's starting out small, but
squeegee board.
But we're going to be doing so many things. So long as we keep getting the support, like the listeners listening to the podcast. This is where it starts.
Right.
Really. I mean, we have some evidence. Love us. Like us. Follow us. Subscribe to us. But I mean, I have some evidence that I put forward, but it was old evidence.
Yeah.
We're seeking to find new evidence, do more experiments, get some find a way to where we can make it scientific, get the EVP all the time.
Yeah.
Make it get a response all the time. Find a way that we can make this scientific.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the big reason a lot of people poo-poo this shit is because paranormal happens sporadically.
Yeah.
A scientist.
Here's another thing too, is that perhaps all of the apparatus that we have now is just not It wasn't built and designed to specifically look for certain things, and we don't know what to look for.
Exactly.
So maybe we have to determine or try and figure out what tools
to find the ghost particle.
Right.
I'm kidding. I'm calling it ghost particle, but that's mostly a joke. But
it's actually, that's probably, again, when it comes down, I think personally, I think it has to do with some sort of quantum level.
Yes. That's where it all starts. I mean, you got. I mean, with looking out into the universe, I think a lot of people could benefit from looking at the microverse.
Yes.
And applying that to the macroverse.
Yes.
Definitely. I mean, theoretically everything that's here in the microverse is out there in the microverse.
Mm-hmm. I was having a discussion with somebody the other day about alien life outside our planet, and I was thinking, I told him all of the extremophiles that we have living on our planet.
Why aren't we looking for life like that elsewhere? I mean, signs of that.
I 100% believe that life like that exists outside. Mm-hmm. There's no doubt in my mind.
It's probably more abundant in that sense.
Exactly.
Than more complex like ourselves.
There's got to be I don't know, some fucking
Oh, yeah.
weird parasite on like Jupiter that only eats diamonds that rain from its sky.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And the moons. I mean, the moons
Right.
are countless worlds that could be around other gas giants in
Right.
in the universe and stuff.
I mean, there are things in our ocean that can survive where
Exactly.
it's just sulfur coming out,
and things in our
and
ocean
no
that we don't even
oxygen.
know exist yet. Because
Yeah.
we're finding, I think it's
We know,
numbering
like,
in the
5%.
hundreds of new species every year that we discover.
Well, that's the thing. We know about 5 to 10% of what's in the ocean.
Yeah, exactly. That's
If
a whole
that-
universe in itself.
That's we know nothing
Yeah.
about the ocean.
Yeah.
If you think that
And we're
the
tackling
information
out there.
right? Yeah. Let's go down. Let's go.
The more we know about-
let's take Samuel L. Jackson and Dustin Hoffman down into the bottom of the ocean, and we should reenact Sphere,
Yes. Motherfucker!
the Michael Crichton book, which was great up until the very end, and it pissed me off, and I literally threw the book across the room.
And that's no spoiler, bitches.
No spoiler. If you've read Sphere and you've had the similar reaction, you'll know what I'm talking about.
The Abyss.
Great book up until the very end.
In the Abyss.
And then the end.
I call my wife's purse the Abyss.
Yeah?
You know, I hate...
call my asshole the Abyss.
Yes. And then we'll just leave it at that.
And that's the end of the episode. We're done.
But why? But yeah, I feel like you're saying that we could be exploring. We could do a lot more exploring here and figuring out all the varieties of
During
life.
the exploring.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dora-ing the exploring.
Gross.
Can you say?
Use Dora as a verb. Don't do that. I'm gonna explore you like Dora.
Wow. I'm gonna Dora somebody tonight.
Ooh.
Yep. I feel bad.
Backpack.
Oh no.
You know what that means?
Backpacking.
It's just our way of saying doggy style.
Yes. Butt sex.
Yeah.
So.
Anally penetrated.
Oh man. Mother approved.
Oh, mother of pearl necklace.
Oh god. Nice pearl necklace. I could make one better.
Oh.
So, yeah, I mean, obviously, we're at episode 17, and if you've listened to any number of our episodes, this is just what we do.
No, it's not.
We joke, and I think, I mean,
Outside of this podcast, we are the most stoic and like very know straight people.
we realized if right, if straight as an arrow, if we were to do this the way most people do, most researchers, in a monotone voice and talking
Yes.
about all the data we have collected and all that, it's not for
Wilson.
everybody.
Wilson.
I listen to shit,
Wilson.
right? Wilson. Now, I listen to shit like that.
Yeah, I
listen to
don't.
some
I can't. If the voice is boring as fuck,
I know, I hate
I'll
that
switch
part.
it over to something else if that is the same topic.
Right.
And maybe I won't
Somebody
find
who's a
what I'm
little
looking
more
for, but I will give it a minute of trying to listen to the boring ass voice.
Yeah.
Nope, can't do it because your visuals suck.
Exactly.
And your voice is monotone, as boring as hell, and I'm gonna fall asleep watching this YouTube video.
Right, and in
because
TED
it's like
Talks-
52 minutes long, and if it's just your voice for 52 minutes, then fuck off.
Oh my goodness. A lifetime of this monotone voice. It's like
Yes.
being in a
or the
black hole.
robotic ones where they type it into like
I hate
like
that.
Microsoft
I turn those
Sam.
off. Those ones, that's where I draw the line. I turn those off.
Yeah.
But no, if you can make something more exciting.
And it can be the most innocuous thing. It's
Yeah.
not like this weird conspiracy thing where they have to disguise
Yeah.
their voice. It's just
Maybe they don't have the means to do it.
maybe
They don't
not.
have a
Maybe
I don't know.
not.
But it's
how
I
hard is
hate
it to get a USB mic?
Exactly. And I think some do
Hell,
it for trend.
most laptops have a microphone on it.
Exactly.
built in.
Do it on your phone. Fucking.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I think some people do it for trend too.
Maybe.
But
Or
but no, like
that's
if
what
it's
they're going for.
if it's boring, less people are probably going to pay
boring,
attention
a hole
to it.
in your brain.
Yeah,
Yes.
like a borer weevil. I made this
or
shit
a
up.
carpenter bee.
Yes.
My daughter, there was a big carpenter bee flying around on our deck the other day. My daughter thought it was a June bug. I'm like, that's no fucking June bug. I mean, it's harmless.
I
but-
love June bugs, man. They're nice and metallic and shiny green.
Yeah.
Just like my ADD. It's shiny. So, but no, if it's if it's boring, that's the way I look at this. If it's boring, it's not going to be for everybody. Now, we just so happen to be very sarcastic and jokey, and it works with this because,
Yeah.
it would probably reel some people in that wouldn't listen to these type of lectures.
For those of you out there who find us entertaining, it works for you.
It works, I know, not for everybody.
Who've, like, listened and we're like, these guys are fucking idiots. I'm not listening to this anymore. Well, then fuck off.
It's kind of like reality.
I'm gonna say fuck off because you're not listening anymore, and you didn't hear me say fuck off. So technically, if a tree falls in the woods, you didn't hear that shit.
Yeah, exactly. It never happened. It never collapsed into reality.
Yeah.
Speaking of collapsing into reality, no.
It's like my marriage, talking to somebody who's not listening. No,
Oh no! I've had those conversations with my wife. I'm like, I feel like you're not listening. I heard what you're saying. She just hits the bullet points, but it's not that. It's the fact that you didn't care. It wasn't interesting to you. I didn't make it funny enough. No, but
I'm just not very easily excitable. So, all right, well, that was our episode.
So,
Yes,
back
how do we
to
sum
our
this up?
Nurture versus nature. Nature
Nutella
versus
versus
nurture.
nutmeg.
Yeah.
Yep.
So another thing with different types of people, right? Since we're talking about your predisposition to things and how you are wired genetically, the sad thing is with the paranormal, right? Yeah. There are a lot of people. Chuck has to stand up. He's like, I'm standing.
Yeah. I'm still standing.
Yep, there you go.
Anyway,
That's a good song.
it is a good song.
Unfortunately, with the paranormal, there are a lot of people who experience it who are a little more on the eccentric side, and there are people that have legitimate psychosis.
Yeah.
And the problem is people would just blame it on those things. Well, they have a mental issue. That's why they're seeing the paranormal.
Perhaps they're
More in tune because they are that way.
Say they have this mental issue, and most people, have.
What if one stems from the other?
Well, I think
and,
a lot of people,
and vice versa.
a lot of quote unquote rational people, will utilize cognitive dissonance, to blind themselves to things that may be going on.
That can't possibly be because I've been told that that's bullshit by all my peers. What will my peers think? You know what? I mean, at this point, obviously,
What would Piers Morgan think?
Right. Exactly. After UFO Palooza, if not all the episodes we've done, obviously we don't give a fuck if you think we're crazy.
Yeah.
We've experienced things and we made a point to say that we don't care.
We may be wrong.
That's another good song. We don't really care what you think, but at the same time, we're making a point to say that we're not saying things are definitively one thing or another. We've had experiences, period.
Yes.
Period.
I have not had a period experience.
And I think it sucks when some people...
I don't have a vagina.
There you go. But you know
See?
someone who does.
Remember? We were talking about it earlier, about adding vagina more.
Vagina!
Vagina.
Flying V!
Vagina.
We are the champions.
Vagina champions.
My friend.
No time for dildos.
For douchebags.
All right.
But,
Yeah, there's no time for douchebags.
exactly. No time at all for douche troughs. But the problem is a lot of people, there's that stigma when you hear, oh, ghosts, oh, aliens, oh, UFOs, and they're conditioned.
What are you, stupid?
They're conditioned through nurture, the environment, to be that way.
Right.
But
that's again, though, where I come from.
And also some people, it comes from fear, though, because they don't want those things to be real.
Is on my side here, when somebody says, oh, it was aliens, I am kind of inclined to just blow it off and be like, because I don't.
And I don't hold anything
against
against you on that.
You're right.
No.
I'm not going to hold it against you. I'm still going to talk to you. I'm going to get your experience. You can tell me everything that went on.
But if you don't have any proof.
If you have no proof and you're already telling me without actually, getting the evidence and being able to, I mean, unless honestly, if like a giant, obviously alien looking creature came up to you and you had an experience with this alien, okay. I'll believe that that's the experience you had.
You had, yes.
And it may have happened. It may have been an alien.
Yes.
And you would be right to call it an alien.
Yeah.
But if that's not your experience, if you're like, there was a big light in the sky, so aliens.
Yes, that's bullshit.
How do you fucking know?
Yeah.
What if Sasquatch got his license?
Exactly. Or the time traveler. Or the time traveler.
Time traveling Sasquatch.
Exactly.
With his driver's license.
But the problem is there's a
now
lot
we
of...
can buy beer.
Right. There's a lot of hoaxers, too, that fuck everything up for the paranormal.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people that exaggerate truths.
Right.
And there are a lot of people who jump to conclusions, like we just said. And there are also people that have legit experiences. Legit experiences And they
Like-
may even have some proof. They may even have like photographic evidence of a UFO, but since they're eccentric, or since they have a little bit of a crazy personality, or I'm being redundant now, or they have some kind of psychosis, they're going to write it off as those things right away.
Right.
The so-called rational people.
Right.
And I feel like you could be rational and still withhold judgment on these topics. So you could be, like, I try to be very rational about
I would
everything
say
I've
based
experienced.
Off of those videos that I
Yeah.
have and the experience that I've had at that one house with the things following me down the hallway and shit,
It's something.
I would probably be justified in saying that it was a ghost.
Yeah.
Because based off of, like
But you
Webster's
still
dictionary
are.
definition of ghost,
Yeah.
then it was that.
Yeah.
That what everybody would call a ghost.
And even then you're
But-
withholding from...
Right. But I'm also I'm still not convinced that it wasn't something else.
Yeah.
That could be explained.
Exactly.
We just have
Which comes back down to what we were saying before, is we just don't... I don't think
What
science
were we
is...
saying before? Was it rape?
No, yes, rape.
Yeah.
Our personal science hasn't caught up to this.
Yeah,
to any of these things
that's
yet.
what I was like. We were talking about that before.
And you know what I
in
think
another
part of
episode.
it is?
I can't
We
recall.
haven't weeded out superstition.
weed.
Right? Weed. It's because religion hasn't completely gone away. And I'm not saying it has to, but
I
it
think
kind
it
of has
should.
to.
I think it should.
And that's our opinion.
Well, I can't remember who it was that said that, but it was a smart person who
Yes.
said that if all literature was wiped out tomorrow and we had no science books or religious books, in 100 years or 150 years, we'd have the same science
Start
books
over.
back.
Yeah.
Because that information is universal.
Exactly.
The religions would be different,
Yep.
if at all.
Yeah.
You know
But
what I
they
mean?
would always, mankind likes to jump to, not all of us, but a good number of us like to jump to the superstitions.
I think what it is it's easier for them
to answer things.
so they don't actually have to think about
They need an immediate
what's
answer.
really going on.
And they want that
It's-
immediate answer. And it's superstition.
Yeah.
And you apply whatever name you want to it, but it's all superstition.
Yeah. Very superstitious.
Writings on the wall.
Yeah.
We started out.
How would he know?
How would he know exactly?
How would he know there's writing on the wall?
Because somebody told him.
Oh.
Yeah, it's somebody else's eyewitness testimony.
Right. So why is he inclined to believe
It was in Braille.
they wrote it in Braille. Somebody spent the time to write out ARG in Braille.
Oh, no, man.
Did somebody die here? It says ARG in Braille.
Oh, man.
Oh, Monty Python's funny.
But it's funny how the law works.
It would be funny if that's how we end the episode.
Yeah.
Just with you saying, it's funny how the law works.
No, it's funny how law works. Mm-hmm. And we brought this up before with like eyewitness testimony, and that's good enough.
Yeah.
But it's not in science. No. And swearing on a back. Well, he swore on a Bible.
fuck your Bible.
Swearing on the Bible. No,
I'd rather swear with my hand on my cock than swear on a Bible. It means more to me.
there's like a fallacy when it comes to that in the courtroom and in law and all that. Oh, it's terrible.
Yeah,
But yet-
separation of church and state until we want you to swear an oath.
Yeah,
For
exactly.
what? Why?
And that says a lot. They swore on a Bible. Okay,
Yeah, they also lied a lot in the Bible.
exactly. The first the Old Testament
God
is terrible.
damn
Eeyore, get away, get away.
That's okay. I don't hate you, Eeyore. I just don't always enjoy being
We don't
licked.
approve your rituals.
Yeah. Brian's not here to counteract the.
Right.
You lick one leg, he licks the other.
Exactly. Getting down there like it's KFC.
Yeah.
But it's those same people
Kentucky
that
Fried
will
Chuck.
right. But it's the same people that will turn around and shit all over the paranormal.
Right.
That doesn't make any sense. That's bullshit. Mm-hmm. And people are probably wondering, but this all does come back down to nature versus
there's
nurture.
more
Nurture
evidence
versus yeah.
of ghosts and aliens than there are of any god.
I agree. And the potential for it. You could break it down to a mathematical equation of how much potential life is out there, or how many planets that are like ours that can contain life.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yes, you have the what is the Fermi
It's
paradox?
like every
of why
other
we haven't-
every other fucking planet on in the universe is just habited by tardigrades, and that's it.
and you'll never see them.
But
from
they get really big.
Oh, man.
giant tardigrades. That'd be amazing.
macro. I guess they are still technically in the macroverse.
Yeah, they're in the macro.
They aren't subatomic little creatures.
No, actually,
they're-
well, no.
They're very close.
They're
I mean,
microscopic.
they could still be measured by our basic measuring
that's
systems
true.
and stuff.
That's-
But they're fucking tiny.
That's true.
They're
They are tiny.
fucking tiny.
They're so tiny and they have 8 legs.
And we're looking for us. We're looking for us essentially
Why
on
are
other
we looking
planets.
for us? Is that like ego?
Yeah, I think so.
Is that an ego
we must
stroke?
be the best thing that's out there. What if they're octopi on another planet that are
Like
that
an
are
arrival.
smarter than us? Yeah.
Yeah, the
Exactly.
cephalopods or whatever they were.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Or beings that were flesh at one point and became what
Yeah,
people
no
are worried
longer-
about here, AI,
Or no longer
Uploading
in need of physical
body.
body.
They or they're at such a high vibration that we can't even see their bodies.
Yeah.
We're looking for things like us. And I think it would scare the shit out of us if we did find things like ourselves, let alone finding things that are beyond what we are.
Right.
That we can't understand.
Yeah.
You know, or higher dimensional beings.
That's the thing. It's like you were saying that Elon Musk said about it looking fake. That's how you know it's real.
Yes.
If we were to encounter something,
They CGI'd that shit on TV. It's like,
I'm just saying, like in front of you, if
Yeah.
you were to look
Oh,
at
yeah.
something and be like,
we'd be questioning the shit out of it.
yeah, that doesn't.
Because it's not what we've been told in pop culture and sci-fi and all that, or for some people the Bible, on what other beings would look like. Mm-hmm. Like, what the fuck? We'd be probably really amazed to see what kind of life is out there. I mean,
Yeah.
with a universe that potentially, hypothetically, can go on forever. Mm-hmm. God, I mean, the sky's the limit.
sky's beyond the limit.
Beyond the sky's
beyond-
limit.
yeah.
On what can exist out there.
Yeah. I
You
mean,
know?
we wouldn't even have a way of quantifying it,
No.
or even trying to speculate.
But we're looking for bipedal
Why?
beings.
I don't
on
think
another
we are
planet.
though. I mean, I think like the majority, like mass, like the not in the scientific community type
Yeah.
of people who are thinking about life outside the universe
Yeah.
are thinking, or outside of our planet, are thinking of a bipedal us.
Yes.
But
the smart people are looking at-
But the people who
Yeah.
are actually
They're looking
know.
for
They're looking for life.
microscopic single cell organisms and things like that
And what
in
it
the
is
waters
that
of moons.
I think that
you know?
that goes to more like a speciesism because I think the humans who aren't those scientists, when
Yeah.
they hear, well, we're looking for life outside of this planet, they think, well,
Yeah.
I'm
Marvin
life.
the Martian?
I'm life.
Yeah.
So there's humans out there.
And these
there's
are the
people.
These are the same
There's
people where a good
beings.
majority of them don't value the life of a bug. And don't value the life. They'll trample on a bug, they'll trample on a plant, and not stopping to think that's life.
Yeah.
That is life. And you're choosing to end that.
Right.
Why?
And that's what we're looking for. Just
Yeah.
a sign of life.
Yeah, exactly.
Which can be a bacterium, you know, which
Yeah.
there's actually already, I'm pretty sure there's already proof that bacterial
Yes.
matter has been,
Well, you've heard of panspermia.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
I mean, there's a
I'm saying
good chance that we are here because of panspermia.
There are meteorite fragments that contain,
Life that's not from here.
yeah.
There you go.
So, I mean, technically, we already have proof if what I'm recalling reading is true. But,
Microorganisms. I think the universe is
Microorganisms.
probably loaded with it.
yeah.
In panspermia. I'm sure.
You said sperm.
Sperm.
You said pan.
Pansperming.
See the sky.
So this has been another freeform episode, and I like it because it gets you thinking about things.
Yeah.
We don't have any definitive answers on this episode.
Yes,
but
we do. We're just keeping them from you.
Right,
It's a conspiracy.
exactly.
It's a goddamn
We're
conspiracy.
parceling this shit out over time to
Yeah.
you, and eventually we'll tell you the truth.
We're actually telling you all the truth right now, but subliminally.
Yes, exactly. But I mean, conversations like this are good because it gets you
Tostada.
thinking about it. And I'm sure, you know, and if you're that person out there that's saying, "Yeah, I get what you're saying, but you're not looking at it this way," good.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're looking at it that way. Go tell somebody else.
I'm waiting for the reaction of the listener right now.
Yeah.
Who is like, in the middle of that, heard me say the word tostada after saying that we're subliminally.
Yes.
And thinking that was like the marker for their brain, like the Manchurian candidate word.
Tostada. Oh my
What
God,
the
they're
fuck is going on?
they're speaking to me.
Right after we say tostada, we can add in some binaural beats.
God, that's
Fuck
the
with
music
people.
for this episode. If you didn't realize, it's the normal music, but we got binaural beats underneath it. Oh man. But yeah, I think
delicious.
But yeah, so and I'm pretty much of the mind that one informs the other, and also I love his analogy on this. But yeah,
Yeah, so that's pretty much how we leave it for us for nurture versus nature. Again, I mean, it's I think one of those questions that's just never going to have a resolution.
Yes.
But if you want to let us know how you feel about it, go ahead and send.
Yes.
So maybe we could have a new perspective on it from different different avenues.
And let's not forget about epigenetics.
You can tweet at us at Learning to Curse on Twitter. You can go to our Facebook page,
the Instagrams, the drop
Instagram.
comments on the YouTube.
Every social media
Anywhere.
thing that we have is Learning to Curse. You can email us at learningtocurse@gmail.com. We look forward to getting any of those messages. If
And
you
our
have
phone
any
number, too.
insight, yeah,
867-5309.
5309, yeah.
There you go.
602.
Yes,
You gotta remember, it's a
602
long
though.
distance depending on where you live.
Yes.
But yeah, don't call that number. It's actually nothing.
Yeah.
It's on our website, but that was just me being stupid.
We needed a number.
Yeah, we didn't really. I could remove it. But
But yeah, nature versus nurture, nurture versus nature.
nature versus nurture, nurture versus nature.
This is kind of coming tis upon tits. Oh,
Yes.
look at that. A segue to that.
Dicks inside dick.
Yes. Wow. It's like a smaller dick inside of a bigger dick. And
It's like a
and so on.
fucking like the alien from Alien.
Yeah.
It opens its mouth and
Another mouth
another
comes out.
out.
There was a version of
Open your
Voltron that was like that. It was a
you-
big robot with a little robot and a little
You
robot.
open the urethra, and then another dick comes out, and it
Oh man.
at the very, very end, it's a bearded pepper.
Yes.
Yeah.
We don't have an answer on it, but we have
don't.
how we feel about it. And that's very much like all the guests that we've had on the show. They have all had their experiences. They all have different takes on things, like
Unless they were all
demons,
lying.
ghosts,
Sons of
and aliens.
bitches.
And that's a possibility too.
Yeah.
Not calling them out. But
I'll call him out.
I feel like now...
God damn it, Jagan. You never saw a demon.
right?
Yeah, you might have.
Brian, you never saw a cock in your... Maybe you did.
Yeah, you probably did.
So anyways,
Which Brian are you talking to?
all the Brians.
All the Brians. They all saw the same cock.
Yes. So the same
was-
bukkake, they were all the same cracker.
Yeah.
Anyways, but we've all had experiences, and we've had a lot of guests come on and lay their experiences out. We've laid a lot of our experiences out, and so far as I can tell, we've all been honest as we can be.
I mean, hell, if you compare like when I was talking about the experiences and then Jeremy came on and he was in, like
another side of the experience.
We
other
hadn't-
side of the toast.
we literally hadn't brushed up on the
13
topic
years.
in 13 years.
Yeah.
We specifically avoided that topic so that it could be fresh right there on the podcast.
We started talking about it, and then boom,
We did.
record.
Yeah, we're like, well, we should just record this. Yeah, I mean, we didn't even. But we didn't go into any details.
Yes.
It wasn't asked like on the episode. We're like,
And none of these
Do you
have
remember this?
yielded answers, but what more importantly, all of this has yielded more questioning.
which is great,
And that's the good
I think I've said that before.
We want the audience to question
looking.
things. Keep looking.
Yeah, actually look. Don't brush it off.
And-
don't take take it with a grain of salt. Of somebody comes up to you and says, "I saw an alien."
Yeah.
Well,
Question
okay.
everything. The
You've
truth
gotta-
is out
you've
there,
gotta
but question
You've got to
everything.
provide evidence of that, but I'm not going to just dismiss it outright. I'll believe you saw something.
Right. Something
I
has
will
to be
believe
something.
you saw something. Yeah, something has to be something.
And that brings us back to our first episode. Now, I kind of look at this without literally saying that this is the end of a season, because we're just going to keep going on and on and
Yeah,
on.
this is end of chapter.
But
chapter
this is
one.
an end of a chapter, pretty much. I mean,
Yeah.
we've talked about doing experiments, and that's where we're going to move to now.
Experiments?
We're going to continue to have
Winter
guests
green.
on winter green.
Yeah.
We're going to continue talking about our story. We have more stories.
And we're gonna keep making penis jokes,
Yes,
and vagina jokes, and rape.
and we're gonna have more guests come on, and I'm pointing at guests that
said
aren't here
come.
yet. Coming, they're gonna come on and talk about stuff that they've experienced. We're gonna
It's
continue
basically
that
gonna be the same as
Only a little
chapter
different.
one, but with more shit.
with more experiments.
Yeah, more experiments.
Without being derivative of other people out there that are doing
Yeah.
experiments. We're gonna try different
We're
experiments.
gonna do our best to rip ourselves off, and
Yes,
not anybody
exactly.
else.
We're going to give you all original things. We're gonna try our best.
We got to come original, all entertainers.
So just like something has to be something.
Did I just literally sing a 311 song?
I believe you did.
I have not heard a 311 song in like 20 years. Okay,
I have.
yeah,
I listen to a lot of. I'm stuck in the 90s.
that's all right. The 90s was cool.
Just like something has to be something.
Bone Thugs and Harmonies from the 90s.
There you go. Just like something has to be something. Set up a lot of promises that we gave you.
Right.
Well, not literal promises, but set up a lot of things that we were going to give you. This is a new chapter we're starting, and we're ending
Yeah.
a chapter and starting a new chapter. Now we're going to give you more experiments.
I don't know why you say goodbye. I say hello.
Oh man. Yeah, the Beatles.
I'm gonna get sued.
The
by,
beat.
I was about to
Holes.
say I'm gonna get sued by Michael Jackson, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna get sued by the ghost of Michael Jackson.
Yeah, exactly.
For utilizing Beatles material.
Does he
that
still
purchased.
have the?
I think he still has
Yeah.
the rights. No.
So it's part of his estate then,
Is it a part of, or did some of it revert?
or did it
back?
revert? Maybe it reverts.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Perhaps Paul McCartney has a majority of.
We'll ask Michael Jackson when we do the Ouija board
Why don't we
experiment.
just ask Paul McCartney?
Yeah,
He seems like a nice dude.
because some people theorize that he's really dead and he's been
Yeah.
replaced, so we can ask him through the Ouija board, and that
Right.
answers 2 questions.
Yeah, there you go. But then how would the dead original Paul McCartney know?
Exactly, because he wasn't there for the transition of the
Exactly.
song rights. Anyway, so yeah,
you guys, you need to stop.
End of
You're getting us
chapter
off on
1.
these weird tangents. Listeners out there, what are you doing? Pushing us in these weird
Right.
directions? In our little-
we're hoping that
our
we
little
push you guys into some
squirrel
directions,
brains.
not like manipulate you, but give you questions to continue questioning and having conversations
Wait, what
and
did we
find
call
the answers.
ourselves outside during the breaking point? We're
Penises.
known, yeah, that too, but beer nuts.
Beer nuts, yes.
Yeah,
We're
so-
the beer nuts. We're salty.
Yeah,
We're not gonna-
We give you a little something to chew on for a bit.
We won't quench your
But you're
thirst.
you're gonna want to keep drinking.
Yes, that's
after
what we
you eat
want.
A handful of beer nuts.
We want you to keep asking
So-
the questions.
What we're basically saying is put our nuts in your mouth.
Yes, not in your
Yeah.
hands.
Yeah,
Melts in your mouth, not in your hands.
exactly. And I love to melt.
And we love to joke, and we're never going to stop that. But
I'll stop the world and melt with you.
we're going to continue this. But
Yeah.
we're gonna expand our search and our journey. We're going to
Yes.
promise some more shit and give it to you.
We're
in
gonna
the next
basically go from
20
a flaccid
episodes.
penis to an erect penis.
Yes, we're
We're
going to
gonna
go
expand.
full mass and blow our load over
Yes.
these next several episodes.
Full diving board status.
And we're going to have some guests that are a little further
I wonder-
away from us.
Have you ever, you know what those little pygmy monkeys that people like carry around on their thumbs and shit?
Yes.
Do you think anybody's ever gotten an erection and stood by a bathtub and put the little monkey on their dick and had it jump off like it was a fucking diving board?
No, but
But you can picture it now, can't you?
yes,
That image
exactly.
is in your head.
Exactly.
You just see the little pygmy monkey running across somebody's dick and jumping off the tip.
God. Oh man.
Sploosh. Oh, that
If
would be
somebody has done that,
would
send us the
great-
video.
That would be a great like Disney-esque style.
Oh no, the
animation.
diving board looks like a penis.
Yeah,
That's the hidden penis in that episode.
Yeah.
That movie.
little monkey.
So just like before, we're gonna promise we're gonna talk
Climbs
about more
back
things.
up and dries itself off on your pubic hair.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
So are you guys excited?
There's somebody right now who's stoned and is listening to this episode and is picturing that in their head and laughing their ass off. I know you.
Somebody's gonna try it now.
And now that I've brought up the fact that they're listening,
That's
they're
gonna be a new version of
laughing their
AIDS
ass
for
off.
that monkey.
Seriously, the person that I'm talking about right
Yes.
now is again hearing me say that it's hearing me talk about them laughing their ass off
Yes.
because they're stoned, and they're gonna think, yeah, he's right. That's fucking
Yes,
stupid,
penis.
and they're just gonna perpetually laugh. I think I just killed somebody.
Yes.
I take no responsibility.
Laugh to death.
Or so I just gave somebody the greatest ab workout of their life. So yeah.
So, but yeah, moving forward, we have a lot of ideas that we still want to hit, and we want to hear from you guys, the listeners. What do you want to hear us talk about? Conspiracy
Yeah.
theories that have to do with the paranormal, and any of the aspects
Paranormal
of the
that have to do
paranormal.
with conspiracy theories.
Yes, exactly. Panera
Stephen
Bread.
Hawking's penis.
Yes. Did he ever make that move?
That's actually how he controlled the voice thing.
Exactly.
was
When
with
he
his
stopped
penis.
with the eye winking, it was the cock twitching.
He learned the only thing he could move were his Kegel muscles.
Oh no. A little
I'm a
pucker of the
fucked up
butthole,
person.
and he can write a book.
Yeah, he can squatch like the rest of them.
Oh man! So we thank you, everyone who has been on the journey from
Yes,
day one.
thank you guys.
This is the start of our furthering the journey.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for listening. We do appreciate it.
Continue this journey with us.
Yeah.
If you feel like becoming a Patreon patronizer,
Hell, even if you want to become like a researcher and look into
send us some
shit,
research. We'll
and,
fucking
yeah,
send in the
send
air.
it our way. And
Write
we'll-
some creepy pastas. We'll rip off some of the other podcasts and read some creepy pastas too.
Yeah, I like pasta.
That's
I'm
fun.
hungry.
Halloween time, we'll read some creepy pastas on this
Spaghetti.
bitch. Paschetti in this bitch.
Scabetti.
We'll read it in any voice you want. If you like our accents, we'll read them in fucking those accents, and we'll do commercials in our accents.
I like. What was that one? Mirage.
Hello, are you talking about this voice right here?
Yes.
Yes. The little dudes.
That little fucking monologue that you went through.
I don't even know what I was talking about, but the doctors thing.
Yeah.
He became a porn star. He was.
Yeah.
That's what we are. We're
porn
that
stars?
Indian that chooses not to do what the rest are doing. We're striking off on our own. I'm looking off into the distance.
Yes.
And putting my hand up again. I'm doing that whole spiel again.
So we're Harley Davidson's son,
Yes.
Charlie Davidson, who decided to become a ballerina.
Like, fuck a bike when I could be a ballerina.
Yeah.
Yes. That's what we're doing. I mean, I guess you can't get away from being
I wonder
derivative.
how many people right now are thinking, Harley Davidson had a son named Charlie Davidson
I
who
know.
became a ballerina? What the fuck?
Fact check.
No, that's true. It's a true story.
Is it?
No.
Holy shit.
No, it's
Oh my
not.
goodness. No, I'm kidding. Oh my goodness. Did you hear that shit?
Oh my goodness.
They're not going to know what to believe. We are just info agents.
We're assholes.
Yes.
Basically.
Two hats.
Yeah.
Two ass hats.
Yeah, I've actually pissed people off before by telling a very believable story that I just made up off the top of my head.
Exactly.
And then immediately,
April Fools,
like,
no.
no, I'm just kidding. None of
April
that's
Fools
real.
that it's April Fools.
Yeah. All right, well, have a good night.
Good night, motherfuckers.
Thanks for listening.
And continue listening. Subscribe,
And-
like, share with
and
everybody.
Again, I'm going to just reiterate it. Go out there, listen to the Color Me Dead podcast. Listen to
The Final Boys.
Those motherfuckers that watch them.
Hell yeah. And listen to Learning to Curse.
Listen to Learning to Curse.
With
If
Chuck
you,
and
if
Adam.
you haven't already.
And Adam and Chuck and chucking it at Adam.
Yeah. Listen to Time Suck. That's a good episode.
Yeah,
a good,
that's awesome.
good podcast to listen to.
Last podcast on the left.
Last podcast on the
They
left.
don't need the advertisement, but
Yeah. First podcast on the right.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the thing.
Yeah, that's kind of an alt-right fucking
Right.
podcast.
We're the first. It's like the First Baptist Church.
Okay.
How come I've seen 7 First Baptist churches?
I know, exactly.
You can't all be the first. Fuck off.
So who wants to be the last?
I do.
Yes, the Last Baptist Church.
Yeah.
This is the
That's a
Last
great name
Baptist.
for an album.
Fuck, the Last Baptist Church.
Yes.
Yes.
I actually had an idea for an album name was The Last Corinthian.
Oh, you know what? That sounds cool too. But you know what? Do you guys want to hear original music by us? Other than what
listening
you hear
to
in the
it
background. I mean, but a song. We should do a song.
We should do a song.
We're going to do a Learning to Curse song by Learning to Curse.
We could put out Danger.
Danger. Something completely original, because that's
yeah.
by another band.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Few and
Danger's
Far
by
Between?
Yes, that's another band altogether. Look,
How is it a different... That's us.
I know, but it's a different band.
Oh, God. Okay, so
it's
you
like
wanna
Tool in the perfect circle.
So you want to record Learning to Curse music?
Yes.
Specifically, okay.
Let us know if you want. I mean, I don't care if you care or not, or if you want it or not. We're gonna give it to you anyways.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like
another
rape.
thing, too, I want to bring up, just to that is out here on a podcast first. If any of you out there who are listening right now actually have a podcast of your own and you're needing music, Adam
Yeah.
and I are musicians, and we have friends that are musicians, and
We'll
we can
make it.
record music for you if you would like for a small fee.
We can
Email
do it
us
all.
for the details. learningtocurse@gmail.com.
We're looking to branch out, like a very branchful tree.
Yeah.
Good night, motherfuckers.
Bye. Peace. Talk to you later.